How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Day Dave, and this is the third post-episode 12 live stream. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. As you can see, we are piggybacking right off well, was it this morning? Well, I think it was this afternoon's stream. I think we came in just at the noon-ish mark, so yeah, I hope everybody is having a fantastic day so far. Let's see, make sure we got everything up and running on my end. Everything's in the green, and I forgot to do that again. Let's see. Do that. This. Perfect. There we go. Now we're talking. Move that there. All right. There we go. So everything's looking good on my end. Like I said, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day so far. Go ahead and give yourself a shout out there in the chat. Let me know that you're there, because unfortunately YouTube does not give a roll call system. So without you saying anything, I have no idea that you're out there. And we've got Outlaw Custom. Hey, how's it going? Hi everyone. This is my account that I stream on, is Outlaw Custom Farm. Outlaw, how are you doing tonight? I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. We're going to give it about 1 or 2 more minutes before we kind of get rocking and rolling here, and then we will, like I said, pretty much piggyback right off where we left off. We still have a worker that's chugging away. Actually got 2 workers, as it looks like. We got the field 17 where we're harvesting canola, and that's where we kind of left off, was getting the trailer full of canola right there in front of us to the drop-off point there at the grain sell point. And we have our mower chugging along the entirety of field 40. So they amazingly have just been going this whole time. I've had it several times. I've done this contract where the worker will just stop in the middle of the field at some point. Typically it's on the west side of the field, but here today they're chugging along. I'm pretty happy about it. So far so good on that angle. So Outlaw says, doing good, just been playing Farm Sim and seeing you were live. I shared your stream. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Like I said, we're gonna wait maybe 1 or 2 more minutes, see who else joins us, and then we're gonna get going on this stream. And yes, we're gonna make a very long line of cars and make them wait, because they're the traffic spine. Why not? Let's see. Tony, howdy everyone. How you doing, Tony? Hope you're having a fantastic night so far. Let's see. We will go ahead and get going, because like I said, we've got a lot of stuff to do tonight. As you can see, we've got these 2 contracts we're working on, but we still have several others that we'll likely start chugging away at as soon as we really get rocking and rolling here. So let's go ahead and do this. This is an absolutely behemoth of a trailer. This triple axle Crone trailer, 52,000 liters. This is maximum capacity. This trailer holds more in it than it does my belly dump trailer back at the farm. Now, if I were to do a more unrealistic capacity, it wouldn't, but if you're going with the kind of realistic, feel, then yeah, this one outperforms it. Let's see. Tony says BRB. All right, Tony, we'll see you when you get back. So we are just going to the main grain sell point up here so we can drop all this stuff off. Like I said, we've got well, we still got a lot of stuff to do. Piggybacking off of what we did earlier today and what we did the night before, I ended up getting all the stuff done around the farm, getting all the fields back up to speed. I think tonight we're going to also work on getting some of these pallets and whatnot sold off, so we can, have some additional money, because we've got a ton of debt that we really need to work our way through. And I was almost up to 100,000 this afternoon, but I ended up purchasing the extension for the for my windrower, so I'm able to now do the baling much faster. So although I probably shouldn't have. I shouldn't have spent the money. I should have just waited. Saved me a lot of time. Saved me lots and lots and lots of time. So at the end, I think it's going to be worth it. There we go. 64%. So we got at least one in a partial load. Once we drop that off, then we will be good to go. So let's get this back and not take out some signage. And get back up there and we'll get the worker relieved. It looks like my mower is really, really close to being done. Like really close. And then we'll be able to solely work on baling that field. Once we can start baling the field, then we'll be able to finish that one off. So we're not too far off on those. Oh, there they go. They are all done. So yeah, we're gonna unload the harvester. Once we're unloaded, we'll make sure that the trailer's out of the way, and then we're gonna start turning our focus over to baling. Benji, hey, how's it going? Hope you're having a fantastic night so far. Oh, let's go ahead and slide over. Make sure we don't head-on collision oncoming traffic. So yeah, we're just working. We're hustling, trying to get a whole bunch of money squirreled away so we can pay off our debts, be able to make progress in the story. Depending on how far we get tonight, we may even sim into the month of August, trying to get some more contracts and get everything up and running, and just continue to inch closer and closer towards the harvest that we have there on the farm for the soybeans. What's nice about doing all this harvest work here is that whatever product we have as a leftover, I'm going to store in my silo and use it for seed conversion. Because as I've shown many times, seed conversion, especially the way that I do it with the what's it called, the AGI seed treater, that thing is amazing. If you're not aware of it, there's the seed treater in the auger section of your buy menu. It is one of the DLC one of the DLCs that are out there, and you can make seeds while just using a little bit of the seed treatment solution, and you actually get a bonus. You get a 1-to-many from your base product to seeds, and it works out very, very well. And soybeans is almost a 1-to-4 ratio, so you get a huge boost in the amount of seeds versus the amount of product that you originally had. And oftentimes for almost every single product, you're going to get more for seeds than you are for the base product. Now, soybeans is the only one where that's kind of the exception to the rule, but even though it's the exception, you still get that big bonus, almost 4 times the amount of seeds that you do for the product, so you still make out in the end. Let's go ahead and unload that. Tony says I'm back, and Benji says absolutely fantastic. Had a wonderful weekend. Awesome, Benji. I am glad to hear that. Absolutely glad to hear that. Love it when I hear people are having a fantastic weekend, fantastic day, whatever the case may be. It makes for a good day. There we go. Perfect. Now let's get over to that field. There we go. Oh, yeah, look at that. It looks like they actually did a decent job. I'm absolutely shocked. Way to go, worker. I'm proud of you. Look at that. Now, normally there's like a big chunk over here that they never get. Now, again, I haven't used this particular mower for this field, so it looks like it actually made it. Yeah, look at that. Let's all give the AI worker a big round of applause, because hallelujah, it finally did what I asked it to do. You go, worker. I'm proud of you. Let's see. Let's go ahead and send them back to the farm. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Go to... And... there it goes. And now let's... And like I said, I went out and bought... Nope. I went out and bought the extended version of the windrower that I'm lowering down right now. And this thing has a 20-meter reach now. This thing is absolutely massive. And look at that. Oh, love it. Love it. Let's see. Tony says, what did I just miss that increases seeds? Oh, so if you're not aware, I'll go ahead and go into detail because it's honestly one of my favorite way to make seeds. Under your belts, you have your different AGI from your AGI packs. I cannot remember if this is a free DLC or not. So if it is, great. If not, but under here you'll see the FX Seed Treater. This thing I actually have at the farm. It is an amazing bit of kit. All you have to do is have the product, the seed treatment there. You can get that right here. And all you do is you load in the seed treatment into the auger, and then you put in any one of your base products, your wheats, your barleys, your oats, anything that you have is base game. And what happens is that it takes that base product and makes it from a one-to-many literage for an output for seeds. So for example, I ended up using it to convert all of my barley, not all of it. Basically, it was 160,000 liters of barley. By the end of it, I had well over 350,000 liters of seeds when everything was said and done. And the reason I like it so much, the reason that I do that is if we take a look at the prices per 1,000, we'll use barley as an example. Barley is an incredibly cheap crop. And you can see the absolute maximum that you can expect for barley is 655 in the month of December. That is the maximum that you are going to see, with few exceptions. You might get a high... what do they call it? A market shift or whatever they call it, that will give you maybe $700 to $800 per 1,000 liters. But regardless, it's not that expensive of a crop. But you go down to seeds, 1,893. So let's just take those numbers as base values, not including any of the fluctuations that you may or may not see throughout your time here. 1,893 versus 6 something? 655. You're talking over a $1,200 bump at their absolute maximum times. I mean, even at its current state, we're in what? We're in July. 1,322 for seeds is the lowest price that you're going to see. That's still more than double the amount of price. And you're getting that seed bonus on top of it. So you're getting that one-to-many ratio. And it's awesome. And depending on what product you're dealing with, I believe barley is like a 1 to 2 point something or other ratio, but soybeans is like a 1 to 4. Like it's really up there. So oats I think is like a 1 to 3.4, 3.2 ratio. It's really a significant difference depending on the crop that you have. So it's one of those that is my absolute favorite way to make seeds. I know others are like, oh, well, you could do it, this way, and it's a lot easier. It's like, yes, it's a lot easier. And especially if you use like a production point or something like that, it's way easier to do it. But when you put in that little labor of love, and you will be able to get something out of it that's significantly better than pretty much any production point I've seen up until this point. I have yet to see a production point that'll give you that kind of turnaround value. So we are just chugging along here. We are just slamming bales one after the other. Let's see if I'm going to be able to turn in this little nook. Oh, yeah. Oh, maybe. Yeah. It's like I actually know what I'm doing. Look at me go. Oh, we are just Oh man, look at that. 20 meters in width. This windrower is amazing. Love it. Love it. And because we have the windrower on the back of this, this will work by hiring a worker. Which because I'm going around the perimeter here, I probably will not use this as a worker intervention unless I go and pick up the ones on the outer perimeter. Maybe. We'll see. I know the other worker has stopped and is all full, so I've got to go take care of that. Let's get up right up to here, and then we'll go and jet over. We are just, chugging along. Look at that. Oops. All right, perfect. So let's go ahead and... Where are you? Oh, all the way down at the other end. Of course. Of course it's down at the other end. All right. So we've got Custom. Hey, how's it going? Hope you're having a fantastic night so far. Todd. Hey, hi peeps. How are you doing, Todd? Hope you're having a good night so far. Benji, applause. Let's see. What are we applauding there? I missed something. Oh, duh. Oh my goodness. Tony with the clapping. Let's see. Outlaw says, shocking that the AI worker actually did the job. Right? Right? That's why I'm so shocked. Is like normally they miss big chunks or they do something that just makes it to where you got to clean up a little bit of something, clean up their mess. This one they actually did what I expected them to do. Let's go. Let's see. Tony says, oh yeah, Farmer Cop has a video on that. Yes, 100%. Farmer Cop made a really good video showing that one. Gave, if I'm not mistaken, gave a pretty good breakdown of it too. There we go. Now, let's get back to work here. Oh, I love having this new Case Magnum. I love this thing. Going from just having the little Traction King to now having something that has a bit of oomph, a better transmission. I'm not sitting here having to struggle and worry that, hey, how am I going to get this thing into gear? And now having all the extra power that I have, because we went from basically 300 horsepower with the Traction King up to 435, I think. Going with that big of an increase really made a difference, and that's what's allowing us to use this 20-meter wide windrower as opposed to, I think it was maybe 10, maybe 12 meters. I cannot remember off the top of my head how wide it originally was. But yeah, needless to say, I am very, very pleased with now having this new tractor. And who knows, we'll keep on working our way up and maybe get us a Steiger. Gotta love those Steigers. Oh, man. One of these days, cannot wait for Dust Bunny to come back into the chat just so we can get a Steiger flex. Steiger. Oh, and we're leaving product behind. No hay left behind. For those who do not know what I'm talking about there, being a father of a 2-year-old, you get the and having a couple of nieces as well, you get roped into watching a lot of children's films. And one film that we watched here not too terribly long ago was the movie Trolls. And it was a cute little movie. I mean, it is what it was. But in the very beginning, it's kind of going through the story, like the backstory of what's going on in the world that they're creating. And basically the antagonists are the trolls, and the the bad guys in there are are the what do they call them? The Bergen. Basically, these giant creatures, and they try to eat the trolls. And the reason they want to eat the trolls is because it's the only way that the Bergen are going to experience happiness. Because they see that the trolls are always so happy, always dancing, having fun, and all this stuff. They want to eat the trolls, and that's how they can experience happiness. Well, at the beginning, the king of the trolls is trying to get all the fellow trolls out of the area so they don't get eaten. Well, he's going through and he says, "No troll left behind." And as the escape continues to happen, there's several trolls that kind of fall behind and whatnot, and he basically doing the gentlemanly thing is, seeing, the ladies going across these, little puddles and stuff, so he takes off a jacket, having to use his various bits of clothing and articles as he's trying to, save his fellow trolls. Well, he gets to the very end, and the whole tunnel that they are trying to escape from crash. Just clobbered that bale. Get on my way, bale! But the tunnel collapses, and the whole time he's just screaming this, no troll left behind, no troll left behind. Every single time he takes off an article of clothing, for one reason or another, no troll left behind. Well, he gets to the end, the tunnel collapses, and all of a sudden he he emerges from the dust, and he's like, "When I say no troll left behind, I mean no troll left behind." and he's completely, nude at this point. And you're just seeing like little like butt cheeks kind of thing, and it's funny and cute, but one of those where it's a cute movie. It was cute. Let's see. So we've got Outlaw says, or no, where was I? Tony says, that was a sweet setup. Benji says AI, and Outlaw says, or the AI worker drives the forage harvester across the map and gets stuck in a tree. Right? You'll never know. You never know where you're going to find these people and where they're going to end up. The AI is just... There are times where the AI is an absolute blessing in the game, and there's other times where you just want to just send them off a cliff with equipment that is not your own. Even if it's just a metaphorical kind of, this is kind of cathartic for me to see you just kind of plunge off the end of a cliff. One of those where, yeah. It just, there's times where they just get so annoying, and it makes absolutely no sense sometimes why they do some of the things that they do. Alright, so the grain tank is full again. And now they're at the other end of the field. Oh, look at that. We're starting to get to the narrow bit here. Okay. Come on, tractor, you got this. Let's see, so... I mean, we don't have that much more left here on this field, I don't think. Let me see something. Nope, that's what I'm looking for. 84%. Okay. We're getting there. Yeah, we're getting there. Not too much more, and then we'll be kind of in a good spot, and then we'll start really hammering these other smaller contracts. These ones are going to be really quick. Field 2, $1,000. Field 14 is the smallest one here. And that's a canola field, so that's going to just slam right through. Not too bad whatsoever. Now let's go ahead and... There we go. Oh. And turn that back on. I tell you what, I am so tickled with how much progress we've made here. You figure we started this whole series. Every bit of this series started by a chainsaw and a small bit of forestry over by what I call the homestead field. I mean, we didn't start with hardly anything. I think we had a truck. That's a truck and the field. That's it. And through all the effort and work that we put in, we now have, the main starting farm back, because we ended up selling that off. In the setup, we sold it off and made it to where, we basically started with nothing. A field and a chainsaw and a truck. That's about it. And then having to take load after load after load, up to the sawmill, sell that off to where we could then eventually get a trailer. Once we got a trailer, we were then to take bigger and bigger loads up to the farm or up to the sawmill, and eventually we used all that money to buy the farm and buy a house and so on and so forth until we finally are where we are. I mean, that's one of the best things about farming simulators. Mr. CLP, I think, described it perfectly, is that there's a tipping point that everybody will reach with any given game that you're starting out. Is that you start out and it's a struggle and you're working hard, you're doing all the contracts, you're just working and working and working and working, and then eventually, at some point, you reach that tipping point where eventually all of a sudden it goes from I'm struggling to get the next item to the next item to the next item to where all of a sudden, pow, everything's kind of happening, and it's, working out to where you're just really able to get things done and get them done pretty hassle-free. Hey, Bale. Hey, Bale. Well, I guess it's gonna come. Whoa! Oh no! Oh no! What are you doing to me, Bale? Am I gonna be able to? Yes. There we go. Now we're cooking. Oh, and a tent. That's right. Thank you, Tony. I forgot about the tent. Yeah, that's right. We did have the tent. Yeah, we had the family still across the pond over in Maypole, over in Ireland, and we were here, expanding and trying to create a life here in Alma. Very, very true. All right, we're almost done with this side. Look at that. All those bales. Oh, I don't think there's anything more beautiful than doing a baling contract and then just looking out into the open field with no product and just a ton of bales just kind of strewn out as far as the eye can see. I absolutely love it. It's a very satisfying view of a field. Like, yeah, you get like the harvested fields and you can see the product was tall at one point, then it gets knocked down. But I don't know, is there something about that, the bales being there and just waiting to be collected, where it just feels, like I said, it feels satisfying. And then if you use these as a product for sales, then you're really cooking, because you can make a killing off of the products that you get in excess on contracts. All the like hay and silage that you have left over for all these contracts, it's ridiculous. When everything's said and done, I'm gonna have over $100,000 just in this one contract. And because all of this is using my own equipment for the farm, it's one of those where yeah, let's go ahead, and because I'm using all my own equipment, I'm basically in a position where I'm not having to use that leasing cost, where I'm going to keep every penny. And this is the first time where I've actually used all my own equipment for this particular field. So I think it's like 10 grand or 7 grand when you lease out the baling equipment for all this, it's really expensive. So you end up going from a 46, almost $50,000 contract down to like a 30-some thousand dollar contract. It's a lot. It's a big shift. And then all of a sudden, you know, that it matters. It really eats into your reward for doing the field. And I don't have to worry about that here. And because I was able to let my worker kind of chug along, do their thing, it would be something completely different if I was sitting there having to babysit the mower and having to, you know, sit and wait just on the mower. But because we had, you know, other contracts going at the same time, they were able to just take their time and just do whatever. I didn't have to sit around. I didn't have to wait for them. You know, it was just, it worked out very nicely. It'd be completely different having to sit there and try and do all this mowing myself, or sit there and having to wait for them because it was the only contract or something. Then I'd be singing a different tune. But because I was able to distract myself, do something else along the way, then it wasn't too bad. And Tony says, and hope you came legally. Yes, I got all my paperwork. I got all my papers. Yes, 100%. There we go. Oh. There we go. Whew. Yeah, look at that. We are doing real good. Real good. I just got to keep an eye out because I thought I saw that the harvester was up to 80%. There we go. Tony with a smile. 100%. Yep. All right. So I am hoping that we get a particular member of the audience come in tonight. So I'm hoping that Rail Fanning Jonah comes into the audience tonight. And the reason that I hope they do is because I heard a dad joke earlier today, and I am very excited to tell it. Now, I will tell it if Jonah doesn't show up tonight, but I want to wait to see. Because Jonah, for those who are familiar with Jonah, whoa. That was interesting. Jonah, every single time he comes into the chat here, will sit there and tell a dad joke every single time, and it tickles me deeply. I love me a good dad joke. And every single time he comes on, he has a new dad joke for us, and I want to be, you know, able to tell him my dad joke that I heard. I heard this earlier tonight, and I got a huge kick out of it. I was giggling really hard for this one. Oh, don't drop it right. Oh. Really? And, yep, of course. Alright, well, when is that gonna go flying out of there? Oh, wait. Hey, waiting for that bale to just go rocketing out, or we're going to take another one for a ride with us. Oh, maybe. Yes! That worked out nicely. Looks like they stopped. Maybe I missed the notification? Oh, I did too. I absolutely did. Okay, well, at least they're not on the complete opposite end of the field. They're about halfway this time. And I am going to have to drop this load off. So, ooh, 91%. So that's, this is going to be really close with this delivery. I wonder how much I'm going to have left over for this product. I'm really curious. Ooh, I just had a thought. I'll have something to test here a little later, but for now, it's okay. There we go. Actually, wait. I've got to take this load up because this is going to be pretty much full. So what I'm thinking is, like I said, I'm going to take the canola and turn it into seeds. That's just what I'm going to do. It's a nice boost in price. And what was I at for this seeds? Are we in the lowest month? We are in the lowest month, aren't we? $1,300. If I wait until January, I get a good price. I might hold off. I just might, because anyways, what I'm thinking about is I don't have any storage for seed. I could install a Karma silo or some kind of multi-fruit silo and dedicate it solely to seeds or some, I don't know. One of those where I don't know if I necessarily want to do that, but what I could also do is there at the farm, I'm using the barn there as a production point for a mixer, but I am holding other products in there as well, as like a storage unit. So it's only used as a TMR mixer. It can be used as a pig feed mixer as well. I just haven't gotten to that point yet, but I'm wondering how much seeds that particular barn holds, because it might be worth great demand at the grain sell point. Oh, what demand? What are we talking about here? Oh. Corn. Oh, dear. Of course it's corn. Haven't touched corn since getting to Alma, but... No. Stop it. Stop it. Silly car. I swear, the citizens of Alma, they have it out for me. The citizens of Alma, they have it out for me. The train has it out for me. I've been marked. I don't know what's going on, but they're after me. Conspiracy hat time. They're after me. Don't know why. Don't know what I did. Are you going to come after me now? I'm watching. I'm watching you. Alright, so let's go. Where'd you come from? Jeez, I'm just trying to get to the grain sell point. Why are you people trying to just clobber me at every turn? Alright, so let's see where this gets us. This is... I don't think this is going to complete it, but it's going to be really darn close. I'm thinking like 97%-ish. There we go. Tony says you can store it. Yes, so I can store it at the train station, but I don't want to necessarily drag the seed treatment and all that. Ooh, but wait. Oh no, I wasn't paying attention. No! No. Oh well. Nothing I can do about it now. That's a bummer. Anywho. The rest of it's mine. Whatever's pulled off the field is mine. So we'll take that back to the farm. But anyways, like I was saying, I mean, I could... Why? could store it there at the barn. I could store it there at the train silo, but I would almost... I guess I could actually... That actually makes a good point. I could just store all the seeds, or no, I'm sorry, not the seeds. I could store the canola there at the silo and then just do the work there at the silo. Tony, you make a good point. Let's see. Tony says, I think. I think you're right there, Tony. I really think you're right. Benji says, you have to start naming your cars nemesises. No, the train is my nemesis. The train has it out for me. They're out for blood. The Alma drivers here, they're just nuisances. Nuisances. There we go. Words. But no, that train has it out for me. They want to just clobber me clear across the map. It's not good. It's not healthy. Will says, yo, what up? Will, how you doing? Hope you're having a fantastic night so far. Tony says, LOL. Will says, did you show screenshots yet? I did not show screenshots yet. So I will be showing those here in a little bit. Actually, did I save them? I'm pretty sure I did. If I didn't, then I will save them and show them. So we are back here. I wonder how much more they have to go. Let's go ahead and stop here. We've got Ken. Hey, how's it going? Hope you're having a fantastic day. I don't know if I said that yet or not, but I will re-say it if I did. Benji says, yo, Will and Ken. Let's see. Outlaw says, hi to Will and Benji. Jody, hey, how's it going? How's your night going, buddy? It is going fantastic, Jody. How about you? Hope you're having a fantastic night, too. Let's see. Outlaw says hi to Jody. Will then says, what up, everyone? Non-Red Bull guy here. LOL. Yes. Yes. Let's all be non-Red Bull guys. let's all do that. Although I will admit, a Red Bull every once in a while is pretty good, but non-lawsuit Red Bull guy here. Oh goodness. And Benji says hey to Jody. All right, so not much more. We got about what, a pass and a half maybe. All right, well, fire this back up. Get that back and rolling. Ken says LOL. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Oh my goodness. Todd says Monster Silver all the way. Down with wings. Yes. Yes, I do like the Monster Silvers. Really, I just go with whatever's cheapest at whatever place I go to, but I will almost always stick to one of 3, maybe 4 brands. My favorite is the Rockstar sugar-free golds. Those are my favorite because oftentimes they tend to be the cheapest. If I don't have those as an option, I'll go with either a Red Bull. Like, Red Bull is the absolute last resort kind of drink because it is by far and away the most expensive. If I don't go with that, then I will also get a Monster Silver, or it might even be the Monster White. It might even be the same one. I'm not sure, but it's another sugar-free one. And occasionally I will get the when I'm feeling really kind of feeling my inner child, I will get the what brand is it? I think it's a Ghost, and specifically it's the Ghost Warheads flavor, the watermelon warhead flavor. That one there, when I'm wanting to have fun with my inner child, that's the one I go for. Get that kind of nice sour kind of typical Warheads taste that we're all used to. Ooh, what just happened there? Outlaw just became a member. Hey, Outlaw, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. Tier 1 member. I think you're going to enjoy being a Tier 1 member. It gives you access to custom badges, custom emojis, as well as early access to the edited content. So again, thank you so very, very much. Let's see. Oh, and I am way behind, so let me... Will says I'm playing FS right now. Awesome. How many cows are you feeding there, Will? You feeding all of them again? Let's see. Jody says, pretty good, buddy. Outside, I'm going to take it one day at a time on the map. I appreciate all the help you gave me. That I love talking to you after the stream with messages. Hey, no problem, bud. No problem at all. I'm glad I could help and glad I can give you a good suggestion on maps there. Speaking of which, how is your wife doing on New Mini Brun? Last I remember, she was giving that a try. Did she enjoy it? And is she still playing on it? Because I remember she was on the White Farm there for a while, and then took on New Mini Brun. Last I heard. Let's see. Ken says, "What up to Benji?" We've got Will saying, "Was playing on Nintendo 64 earlier today." Ooh, Donkey Kong, nice. Some blasts from the past right there. Gotta love the N64. That was one of the better systems that was out there. I will fight tooth and nail and say GoldenEye is probably one of the best games ever created for, well, in that era, I will say. I won't say of all time, because obviously we roll into the future, but I think GoldenEye was probably one of the better 64 games out there. There we go. Let's keep on rolling. And then there's the notification for Outlaw becoming a Tier 1 member. Again, I greatly appreciate that. Let's see if we can... All right, cool. We're not gonna... Whoa. What just happened there? What did I hit? Did you all just see that? Did I just run over the invisible man? I don't know what just happened there, but holy smokes. No, maybe I ran over Jasper. Oh, Jasper, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jasper. And for those who are new to the channel, whoa, what is happening? Well, I figured out what's going on here. For those who are new to the channel, the Jasper reference is to episode long ago, actually a live stream long ago, where we had ghosts that were popping up on the farm there and were causing all sorts of mischief. And Jasper, being, you know, the distant cousin of Casper, yeah, so we've got Jasper, the farmyard friendly ghost. So hopefully we didn't just run him over. Because we don't need any angry ghosts. Nobody needs an angry ghost. Alright, so... continue making our way around. And... yeah, the workers... wait, is the worker full? Oh, they are full. Okay. Well... that's 12,000 liters. It would have been more had I been paying attention. That's okay. It's okay. There we go. Let's go ahead. So we got, yeah, a little bit more than one more blade's width. All right, so let's continue with the chat. Jody says, "I love Monster Energy drink. Yeah, monsters are really, really good. I like I said, I like the white monsters. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And again, we might be talking about the same one. But like I said, if you used to love Warheads as a kid, the sour candies and stuff, they make two different flavors by Ghost, and Ghost has the watermelon flavor and the green apple flavor. Both of them are actually really good. Now, I prefer the watermelon flavor of the two, but if you want to get in touch with your inner child and remember those days of, sucking on a warhead and just letting your face get all squunchy, then yeah, give it that a try, because it's actually pretty good. And I was talking to somebody a while back, and they're big into fitness and all that stuff. Actually, it was a worker over at the GNC, and he's a physical trainer and all that stuff. And he was telling me that Ghost is one of his favorite energy drink blends because they have one of the best delivery formulas for the energy itself. So there's something to do with the it's not the keratin. What do they call it? I forget what it's called. It's some ingredient that they put in there, and it's supposed to help the delivery and the sustainability of the caffeine that's in there. It like assists the caffeine to get you awake and to stay awake, and it's a much cleaner, better blend than most other energy drinks. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Let's not do that. So apparently it just doesn't like it when I spin around like that. That's when it seems to have the problem. Let's see. Oh, and it looks like the worker is done. So that's awesome. Oh man, I'm going to drop it right here, aren't I? There it goes. Okay. Okay. I think we can squeeze our way through there. All right, think thin, think thin. All right, plenty of space, plenty of space. Yes, now we're talking. Some reason it just keeps dropping down into the floor right there. I don't know what's going on. But it's only in big turns when I'm kind of doing those loops. I don't know what's going on there. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about with the bales. I was saying earlier how it's a very satisfying view of doing these kind of contracts and just seeing a field full of bales, especially one of this size and magnitude. Let's see, what do we got going on here? So we've got... That's old school, Will T, says Ken. Yes, absolutely. Custom says, I'm back. Welcome back, Custom. Jody says, is everybody having a good night? Outlaw says, seen I had just enough for a tier 1 membership. Hey, well, I am not paying attention. I'm reading more than I'm driving. Well, I greatly, greatly appreciate you checking out and giving that tier 1 membership a try. I hope that you will enjoy it. There we go. Let's go ahead and do something like this. Yeah, there we go. So let me catch up with the chat here real quick. I'll pull off right here. Do something like that. There we go. So, we got Ken saying, welcome to the club, Outlaw. Will says, yep, Ken. And Will then says, not feeding animals, collecting manure, slurry, and... So, okay, so we're not feeding, but we're certainly caring for them. Let's put it that way. That for those who have who know Will and his farm build that he has, cow raising is pretty much his life there on Alma. And holy smokes, he's got almost, what was it, like 4,500 cows, give or take. Yeah, it's quite a big operation he has going on there, and it's a absolutely gorgeous farm. I have some screenshots. I will share those out later on today, but yeah, it's pretty stunning of a build he's got going on there. So we've got, oops. Benji says StarCraft was the only game I bought for the N60. Now StarCraft was an amazing game. Or wait, StarCraft. Are you thinking Star Fox? I think StarCraft was like a computer game, but I think Star Fox was the one with the Fox pilot kind of deal. I'm just guessing, Benji. I'm just guessing. I don't think StarCraft was a proper title. Let's see. We've got Jody says she's loving the map real good, and she appreciates you telling her about it. Awesome. Glad that she likes it. Jody says, I used to have an N64. Yeah, I used to have an N64 way back in the day. Now I've got one of those, the regular Nintendo, but it's like the modular Nintendo, where it's got the ROM already kind of built into it, and you just have the games stored up on it. My cousin actually helped me put on the all the Nintendo games, like the entire library, onto that thing. So now I can pretty much play all the original Nintendo games on this one device. It's really cool. So whenever I'm looking for a blast from the past, that's what I turn to. Saskatchewan says, howdy y'all. Howdy Saskatchewan. Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Got Ken says, geez, thanks for running over me. Oh no. No, Ken, I don't want to run anybody over. I'll feel terrible if I ran Jasper over. Let's see. Jody says, how's my next month? I can come my member. That's my goal. Jody, if you can become a member next month, that would be fantastic. Like I was saying yesterday and earlier, if you can become a member, that'd be fantastic. If not, it's all good, bud. Like I said, nothing that we have to worry about. Jody then says, you ran over a ghost. Yes, I'm pretty sure that's what ended up happening there. I probably ran over Jasper. Jasper's now mad at me. He's probably going to be over in the corner plotting ways of how to haunt me at night. It's not going to be good. Saskatchewan says, over next, I won't be here. I got to work until 5 in the morning, standing all day with our Vaderstat Seedhawk air cart disc, 84 feet. We are seeding this year wheat, barley, canola, lentils, peas on our family grain farm. Dude, that's awesome, bud. That is awesome. Good luck with that. Todd says Monster White, Monster Silver. Okay, so Monster White does equal Monster Silver. I think White is the official name. Gotcha. Okay, yep. So that is definitely one of the ones that I go to. But like I said, it all depends on where I'm at and what's cheapest. My preference, and actually I have one in my hand right now. It's the Rockstar Sugar Free Gold. Yeah, those are my jam right there. Let's see. Saskatchewan says, hey Todd and Will and Jody. Ken says, BDD, you got the boggy field. That's right. There's something going on with this field. I don't know what is happening, but it is what it is. Saskatchewan says, sorry about, I was in a stream this morning. Oh, no problem there, Saskatchewan. I'm going to see my girlfriend Taylor on Tuesday. Awesome, bud. And only farm and log on FS22 on PC. I'm seeding all my fields. Whoops. Let me stop before I kind of trail off, as I'm already starting to do. Let's see if I can actually back up without running over that bale. Keep pushing the bale. Keep pushing the bale. Yes. All right. All right. Cool. There we go. Now we're talking. Let's see. I'm seeding all my fields right now with my air drill disc cart, 216, 69 acres on my FS22 on PC, PMC terrain, serial region 32X map. Whew. It was StarCraft. Oh! StarCraft made a version for the N64? I didn't know that. Okay, so You learn something new every day. I'm way late to that party. I used to love StarCraft. StarCraft was a great game. I spent a ton of time playing the second one that was made, the StarCraft 2. Ooh, man. You need to construct additional pylons. That was something that haunted my soul, haunted my nightmares for the longest. You must create additional pylons. You must create additional pylons. Like, no, I don't want to create more additional pylons. I don't have enough resources. Oh my goodness. There we go. Yes, now we're getting there. Now we're getting there. You can just see just how much we're just slamming into this baler. 4 windrows, and it's just chugging along. I'm so thrilled. Like, I was torn. I was torn as to whether or not I wanted to expand and get the 20-meter windrower. But now that I see that we've got more than enough horsepower to handle it with the big case Magnum and being able to get these jobs done faster, yeah, I'm pretty pleased about getting the expanded. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's something to do with the turns. I don't know what it is. Oh, can I get that last row? Let me see if I can get that last row. So if I can, one more pass. All right, come on. Come on. Nope, I'm not going to get it. Not going to get it. Oh, well. I was hoping, but I am going to peel off a little bit so I don't pinch myself with another bale. Actually, what I'm going to do, since I got one row left after this, I'll just fold up the windrower and just bale it. There, something like that. Perfect. Boop, boop. Look at that. Now we're talking. Are we going to have enough to make one more bale? It's going to be close. It's going to be close. All right, chamber 2. Nope, not gonna have enough. Oh, 96%. That's a shame. All right, let's get the worker to take this back. There we go. The worker take it back to the farm, and then we will. Nope, that's not what I wanted. That's still not what I want. Okay, let's go here. Saving. And there we go. There we go. So about, what, 13, about 14,000 is what we're going to have left at the end of this field. Oops, I always forget about having to leave the engine running in order to unload. Okay, 13,668. It's not too bad. All right, so let's get this delivered to the farm. Go ahead and... no, let's not do that. Just do it right about here. Perfect. All right, you gotta make it out to the... Yep, perfect. Let's get this out of the way. We'll get this sprayed off and then get everything out of the way so that way the seeds can get here. We can drop them off. I can pick up the bales with the truck there. What? All right, they're back up and running. Cool. All right, so we've got was I? Ken says, I heard that Jasper is the new train driver. Oh no! Ken, no! No! Jasper can't be the train driver. No, it was Jasper all along. Oh no, he's not the friendly farmyard ghost. No! Oh no. Will says, using the Volvo wheel loader with the scoop manure. Oof. Yeah, that's gonna... the Volvo wheel loader, if you got that 10,000 liter bucket, makes quick work of it. There we go. You know what? I'm not gonna drop the header off. I am just gonna... Actually, you know what? Because we got all the equipment now, why don't we do something like this? Spin-a-rooney. There. Why not? Now, oh, looky there. Got good timing. Let's see. Saskatchewan says, did you ever play Fortnite, Dave? No, I've never played Fortnite. It was just not a game that I was ever really interested in. Yeah, just never really had the inclination. Let's see. Can Will chattel pen? Dave, I'll be busy when I'm farming. Dave, tell everyone a real great... Yeah, so... Saskatchewan there is a real farmer. He is using the Vaderstat Seedhawk in his farming, and sounds like he's right on the doorstep of... Well, either is in the middle of seeding the fields or is getting ready to do so here in the next few days. So, yeah, he is a legit farmer, as best as he's told me. There we go. Get all this cleaned up. Looking all nice and new, minus the paint chips. Let's see. Jody says, I appreciate it, buddy. Support the channel. All kinds of ways to help you out. I appreciate that, bud. I legitimately, and yeah, I'm very, very grateful for all your help and all your support. Really, very much appreciate it. There we go. So that is now clean. I need to make some more storage here around the farm. Let's drop off the baler. Drop. I didn't mean to pull that far away. Like that. And like that. Ooh. Look at that. Made it just in time. Ha ha ha. Actually. I wonder... Let's go over here. Let's pick up our seed treater auger wagon, or auger, the seed treater auger. Let's go over here, pick this up. So this is what I was talking about earlier, being kind of curious as to how this is going to work. But before I was taking this and loading it directly into my trailer, and it's like 50,000 liters of capacity and whatnot. But I wonder if I can do this. I don't see why I couldn't. Something like that. And now, can I do something like this? Can I maybe unload into that auger, maybe? Now that would be pretty sweet. Oh no! Look at that! And it's going in there. Yes! Oh yes, that's awesome! Seeds. Okay, so maybe about 100,000 liters of seeds can be stored in here? Okay, nice. Well, let's see. What kind of... we are gonna need another seed treatment pallet. Well, let's see. We need to go ahead and collect those bales. So let's let that chug along. I mean, might as well. We'll be away from it, so eventually it's going to turn off the motor and it's going to stop dumping into it, but it's not going to be the end of the world. Let's see. We got... Whoops. Let's see. Where was I? Where was I? Jody! Nope. Philippa! Hey, how you doing? Hey, BDD. I hope you're having a fantastic night so far. Saskatchewan says I might do real life farming videos and live stream if I have the time, not busy on the farm. I'm telling you, bud, that would be awesome. That'd be really cool if you're able to do that. Jonah, okay, the dad joke guy is here. Jonah, hold on before you go out, and I might have already missed it. I'm so glad you showed up because I heard a dad joke today, and I was really excited to tell you about it. So here it goes. All right. How many tickles does it take to make an octopus laugh? Tentacles. Oh, there we go. Oh, goodness. I love it. I love dad jokes. I heard that one earlier today, and actually I was bouncing around on YouTube, and it was a weird channel. I've never come across it before, but it was basically a bunch of people playing Dungeons and Dragons, but it wasn't like them playing it. They were just like using the audio, but it was like a cartoon stylized version of what they were saying, and one of the players was a clown, like a space clown or something along those lines, and he ended up telling that joke in the middle of their role-playing game. It was pretty funny. I got a kind of a kick out of it. Let's see. Let's get up to the field here, and then I'll continue reading through the chat because I can tell I'm way far behind. So I want to catch up. There we go. Nope, wrong button. There we go. Okay. So Saskatchewan says howdy to Jonah. Jody says, I posted it on my Facebook, your live stream. Awesome, bud. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Saskatchewan says, howdy all means hello in Saskatchewan. It's a Western Canada voice, Dave. Gotcha. Let's see. Philippa says, I have trouble saying my name. Just call me Pippa for short. Okay. All right, Pippa. Well, thank you so much. Like I said, it's one of those, I'm terrible with names. I'm absolutely terrible. So if I'm mispronouncing it, or if you want me to call you by a different name, I will do my best to accommodate for that. Let's see. So we've got Jonah says, what do you call a fish with no eye? Oh my goodness. Will says, it's the Red Bull guy, LOL. Dave, will the ghost driver tractor driver? Yes. Oh, Dave had E-I-E-I-O. That's why everyone is going wrong. That's why everything's going wrong. Saskatchewan says that's right. West Saskatchewan, live in. Respect this. I think that's supposed to be respect the stream and the channel. Well, see, catch you later. All right, Saskatchewan. Hope you have yourself a good one. You take care. Tony says good idea, and Jonah says LOL LOL. Yes, I finally got Jonah a a dad joke, and I was pretty tickled pink when I heard that one. I I let out a pretty audible laugh, and I was wearing my headphones at the time because I was cooking dinner when I came across this, and my wife, she's like, "What are you giggling about?" And it's like, I just heard a dad joke. She's like, "All right, lay it on me. Let's hear it." And I let her hear it, and she did the typical like kind of little chuckle, and then just kind of walked away. She's like, "Oh my goodness," like almost like regretting her decisions. But I made up for it later because I ended up scoring some good brownie points with her. So it's always good whenever you're in a relationship, and whenever you get the chance, always do what you can to score those brownie points. Let them know that you love them. Let them know how much you mean to them. And this isn't just advice for men. This is advice for everyone. If you're in a relationship with somebody, always let them know how special they are. Always let them know how much they mean to you. Don't go a single day without making sure that they know that they're loved and appreciated. If I can give any sort of advice to a new couple or anything like that, is make sure that your partner knows. Don't just assume that they do. Make sure they know that they are loved and respected and cherished. And we have room for 4 more bales, 3 more, 2, 1. Where's this going? Oh, this is just going right there in town. Perfect. Here, let's get this one right here. And if we're lucky, think thin, think thin. Oh! We didn't think thin enough, apparently. Oof. Can I squeeze through here? Yes, I can. Ha 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 ha. So let's go ahead and get this to the sell point. See where this gets us. All right, so right now we're at $57,000 in the account. Let's see what we get after everything's all said and done. So we'll stop right there. All right, 1 trailer load so far has gotten us 55%. Let's see what we can get for a full load. There we go. 69%. Perfect. So we'll be able to get the completion on the next trailer load, plus be able to get a whole bunch of leftovers. All right, let's go get another trailer load. And I'm thinking we at least have probably 3 more trailer loads, I'm guessing. So let's pick that up. There we go. Let's keep on keeping on. Ah, so satisfying. Like I said, all those bales. Like, you can tell all the work that's been done. Like, that isn't as satisfying to me. Seeing an empty field. Seeing the field full of bales, I have a big smile. I have a big smile on my face just knowing that, hey, all this work was done and this is the fruit of that labor. Here we go. Oh, slow it down. Slow it down. Just keep on picking all these up. be curious to see how many total bales we get off of this. Let's see. There we go. I think what I'm going to do is change this trailer over to the, what is it called? The auto load for the pallets. And I think I'm going to start picking up some of this stuff around the farm and start delivering that next, just to kind of switch things up before I get into the other contracts. There we go. Get this all taken care of, and right there, yes. Once I get this delivered over here, I'll see what the chat's saying up until this point. I don't want to get too far behind. There we go. Dive into here, and yes. Look at that. So 16 grand, not including environmental score at this point. All right. So we'll make her back there, and then I'll catch up with the chat. Yeehaw. Gotta love a fishtailing trailer there. And excellent. All right. Tony says good advice. I think so. Let's see. Todd says, I am just seeing lots of soil compaction and grass damage with the bale pickup method. Yes. 100%. This is certainly not the most realistic way to go about doing anything here, but it is effective. So that's what we shoot for on these streams, is what is the most effective. And let's see. Pippa says, BDD Gaming, I just sent friend request on Facebook to you. Awesome. Yeah, I'll definitely accept that as soon as we get off a stream here. Let's see. Let's go ahead and pick up the rest of these bales, because it looks like I'm all caught up with the chat. And I just slammed into one, didn't I? Oh, I did. Not just one, but two. Let's see. Can we go for three? Let's go for the trifecta of bale smashing. That's what happens when you read and drive at the same time. I've said this so many times, and please, 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 one of those that if I drove in real life the same way as I drive in this game, oh my goodness, I would be in so much trouble. I'd be in prison. Just wouldn't be pretty. At bare minimum, I would be having my license revoked just for being a general nuisance on the road. And at absolute worst, I'd be in prison, because oof, just absolute oof. I do not follow the rules of the road in this game. And it's funny because I've watched other players, and they are very strict and very, like, I'm doing everything by the rules of real life, using, real life equipment, real life methods, real life everything, real life driving, like the whole 9 yards. And they are really strict about how they kind of go about doing things. And it's one of those where I've legitimately tried to be like ultra realistic and ultra like everything. And eventually I get to the point, it's like, This is like you artificially have to slow yourself down to such a degree that I'm like, I just can't. I know I've got to get this done. I've only got a certain amount of time to do it. And if I don't finish it, then I'm gonna end up, just shooting myself in the foot. So one of those where I finally, it's like, okay, I've gotta just not do it this way. I think I had one or two more bales behind me there. Of course, we've got a couple of leftovers just hanging out, but that's all right. I might regret this. Banzai! Oh, I almost regretted that really badly. Ooh, okay. Thankfully, I was going in the direction the train would have been heading in and could see them coming, so one of those I wasn't worried about Jasper getting me. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Alright. Pick up that bale. There we go. Alright, let's get those couple of bales left. Alright, now this is where the train can come and get me. I've got my back turned. Dukes of Hazzard, don't fail me now. There we go. All I need is the horn. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Or not that. No, that was the old T-Mobile. I don't know where that came from. Oh, well. And of course I go and just clobber it. There we go. Now, got all the bales. We'll drop this off. We'll collect on... Oh, no, we cannot collect on both of them. We can only collect on the one. Only on the baling. And I can go back and continue making seeds. But then I also have to get more seed treatment. So, yeah, we got a lot of stuff to do. Alright, let's get this. Here we go. And there we go. Now we can collect on the baling. Cannot collect the harvesting. Look at that. Yeah, we were at like 57,000. We're now at 159,000. So we made over 100 grand just in this one hay contract. Now imagine this. Oh, you didn't get me this time. There we go. Okay. Imagine if that contract there was for silage. Just how much money we'd make on that contract alone. It'd be insane, the amount of money. I really wish that one of these days that it would change from hay to silage. Because why? Okay. Every single contract I've gotten off of that field has always been hay. I wish that it would switch to silage. That would be an amazing payout. Let's see. Pippa says thank you, and Jonah says I'm playing MLB The Show 24 tonight. Ooh, nice. I've got a cousin of mine, and he absolutely loves that game. Every year, year in and year out, that's one of those games that he gets. And what was funny is that game, he used to have a PlayStation exclusively because of that game, and it used to be an exclusive on PlayStation. Well, then it came out as a, for all consoles kind of thing, and then he ended up joining and getting an Xbox because he wanted to be able to play with me on occasion. Well, what's funny is that then he started getting the Game Pass for Xbox, and then it became part of Game Pass. So he was like, why am I going to buy this thing? I'm just going to get it for free. I mean, Game Pass. So he was like really stoked when that happened. But he said he was reading a lot of the forums and stuff because people on PlayStation were like, oh, well, why does Xbox players get to have it for free? And I can't say as I blame them. It's one of those that if that was my game and I was, really into it kind of thing, and I couldn't get it, free on whatever version of their Game Pass they have, I'd be a little salty about that too. All right, let's get this eggs here. Oh, really? Really? Eggs can't be accepted where the grains go? Let's see. We got any... No, we don't have any bales there. Perfect. Where are we at in the cows? How's it looking? Alright, we've got milk. We've got a bit of straw. We got 6,000 liters of slurry. Almost 4,000 liters of manure. Yep, that's looking good. So, let's see. Ken says, oops, that was Jasper's wife. Oh no. Alright, so that's what we were doing. We're making some seeds. How is this looking? Alright, so we've got seeds. 40,000, okay. And we are out of seed treatment, so we've got to get more. There it is. We need our handy dandy telehandler. All right. So we're going to run up to the shop there. We're going to get a couple of things of seed treatment. I'm thinking 2 will be more than enough. But we're just going to keep... well, actually, no. We're not going to be able to do that. Actually, hold up. Let's... yeah, so it looks like 100,000 liters is what can be stored in seeds. So if that's the case, if I can store 100K in seeds... I'll probably just turn what I have here into seeds and then store everything else that we work on tonight, because one of those I don't necessarily want to... And actually, something just dawned on me. Some of these are rye. I'll probably end up skipping the rye contracts because there's nothing I can do with rye. I can't convert it to seeds like I can all the other base products. And all I'd end up doing is selling the rye off anyway. So it really doesn't make a lot of sense for me to... Well, I mean, I could just sell them off just to sell them off. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Because it's one of those where I need the money, obviously. But do I want to spend the time on doing the rye? I mean, I could. I could do that. Yeah. Yeah. See, while we're driving, let's go ahead and get a couple of... no, that's a silage manure feed. There it is. Let's get 2 of these. There we go. So that's the only downside to the seed treatment, is it's really expensive. $7 grand for 2 pallets, but you can make a lot of seeds with that treatment. So It does cost a lot, but you're going to get a lot of payout for it. You know, that, 13-ish thousand liters of seeds that we are 13-ish thousand liters of canola is going to be, I'm guessing, around 30,000 liters of seeds. So we're probably going to more than double what we had in canola to seeds and kind of go from there. Now, although it does take a little bit of time to be able to convert and get everything all said and done, it's one of those, I personally think it's well worth the time, and it's well worth the effort just because of that bonus that you get, that upgrade in ratios. I'm not aware of any other seed production that'll give you an increase in yield, and having such a simple recipe, to where the simplest recipe that I can recall off the top of my head is just, product in and a similar amount of product out. Typically a 1-to-1 ratio is what I can recall saying. But let's get that on the forks, like so. Let's get this. Oh, and I got some seeds here too. Let's see if we can be really... Oh, I don't want that. Can we be really efficient? Look at that! That's how it's done. Yes. And can I lock it down? I don't know if that actually kept it. I actually don't think it did, but that's okay. It should be, because it's pitched so far that it'd be some kind of really, really hardcore turn or rollover event that's going to get that to come off the fork. So, quit being so jumpy. Let's see. Tony says, good night all. Tony, I hope you have yourself a fantastic night, and we will see you again next time. Let's see. Let me go ahead and set the worker to take this back, and I can read what everyone's saying up until this point. So Benji says, did you know you could collect straw off the contracts you do? Yes. So if you have the, what is it? Nope, not belts. Yes, the forage pickup here, you can take and collect the straw. I am aware of that, and that is excellent. I absolutely love doing that. But it's also something that's kind of a 50-50 on my is it okay to do kind of thing. Like, sometimes I'm like, yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Other times I'm like, no, let's not. And then I end up having like so much straw that's just kind of, available to me that it's just can be a hassle. But it's one of those too where here on Alma, because the fields are so large and so massive, that it really doesn't like, it'd be like a ton of extra work, a ton of extra work. So not 100% certain that I'm going to be doing it here on Alma, but I have done it on other Let's Plays and whatnot. Ken says, BDD, will I have to put down a hay straw pellet sale point before the train sale point will activate, because it is not on the sell point menu? So that is very interesting. If you're not seeing that there as a part of the train, I wonder. So no, the answer is no. You don't have to put down that particular sell point. I wonder though. Let's see. Did I pass? There it is. So Sedalia is it. But I do have a mod that allows lime as part of the I think it's lime and seeds that can be sold and input into train stations. I wonder if it also cross-contaminates the straw pellets as well, the straw and hay pellets. I don't remember what it's called, though. I think it's called the lime auger. Where am I going? What am I doing? Is this real life? Let's go over there. Haha, look at that. Yeah, very nice. So now that's going to chug along, and that's just going to fill that up. It's just going to sit there and keep chugging along and emptying out until everything is said none. So that is excellent. Let's see, how much honey do we got? We got a fair bit there. A fair bit. What kind of product do we got here? So we should have a ton of lemons. Yeah, not bad. We got a fair bit of lemons here. We should have pumpkins and strawberries, some lettuce. So yeah, we got a fair bit going on here too. All right, so I think what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and turn this into a auto load trailer, because that just helps out a ton. Ken says, only reason I asked is because it was on my Xbox One, but strangely it's not on the Series S. So, yeah, like I said, I wonder if... so you have the straw pellets actually activated on your game save, correct? That'd be the first thing I check. The second thing I'd check is to see if potentially you had that auger thing and it maybe cross-contaminated and made it to where... there we go. Made it to where you were able to sell products that you're not necessarily supposed to be able to sell base game. There we go. Let's pick this up. There it goes. Oh no, oh no. Oh, come on. Load in. No, are you loading into the back of the trailer? I think it is. Let's see. So that should be the last. Just waiting for the weight to get down. Oh, no, it's taking it. So you just gotta act upon these things in order to get them to take into the auto loads sometimes. It's a weird kind of system, but once you get used to it, it works. There we go. So let's see. Ken says yes, and I have the straw harvest mod installed. So yeah, the next thing I would check is to see if the lime auger system is down. Oh no! Oh no! Is downloaded on your Xbox as well, because that's something that I recently installed, and yeah, see, it's not going to get that one right there in the middle. Oh no! Oh no! There it goes. Okay. So here, what I'll do is I'll back out and come back in just so I can show you exactly what mod I'm talking about, because I'm not even sure what it's called off the top of my head, but I think it's called Lime Auger or Lime with Auger or something like that, but it not only affects the augers, but it affects the trains. There we go. So we got that all loaded. How's this looking over here? Oh, is it done? No. Huh, wonder why it stopped. Weird. But it is, yeah, it's got the seed treatment, so yeah, I don't know what happened there. Here, let's might be able to look it on my phone. Let me check. That way I don't have to back out of the stream. Oh yeah. The searching system that Giants has on their website is so terrible. Ooh, I think it's called the Auger Wagons with Lime. Yes, so I think this is it. So it's called Auger Wagons with Lime. This modification adds lime and pig food to all auger wagons. In addition, trains can now transport everything that's normal trailers can also transport. So check that mod out and see if that's what you're missing. Again, Auger Wagon with Lime is what it's called. It's by TF 2020 Mods. Let's see. Yes, Benji. Yep, you got it right there, exactly. Todd says, Omatona's farm supplies mod, 1,000 wheat, barley, and corn equals 1,000 seeds, no additive required. Yes, so that is a good point. That is a good mod. But this one, the reason I like this one so much is because it gives you that one-to-many bonus. So it's not, like you mentioned there, it's a one-to-one. So you get 1,000 wheat in, you get 1,000 seed out. This, I'm going to put in, let's say 1,000 canola in and get 2,500 liters of seed out, kind of thing. So it makes a really good additional amount. So you're not just getting that one-to-one kind of ratio going. Let's see how we looking here. 62,000. So that's chugging along. Ooh, we finished? We finished. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. That's going to keep chugging along here. Alright, so while that's going, because that should just keep on going until it's empty, let's go ahead and sell this off. I think I can sell this off at the restaurant there in town. So right now, lemons are absolutely useless to me because the one production that will take lemons is the juice factory, but I also need sugar in order to do anything with that. So, oh dear, oh dear. And I don't have any sugar. Well, I could buy some sugar. I could buy some sugar, and then I'd actually be able to use this and get better prices. How much is sugar? How much would I get for... you know what? I'm going to go over there. I'm going to go over there and check it out. Actually, no. I'll go to the shop first. I'll go stop at the shop. I'll check out the prices for sugar. Because if it's worth it, then I can load up using this trailer here. Ooh, but I'm going to have to be very careful because this is not over 10%. So I've found that if you're using an auto load trailer like this for products, if you're over 10% of the capacity, so you can see I'm at 7% right now. If you're over 10%, then you can't interchange the various products in and out of the trailer itself. But if you're under 10%, you can sometimes override the products that are available to you and basically delete what was there previously. So here, let's do this. Let's go ahead and stop. Pretty sure I have sugar as a buyable. Yes. How much? $2,000 for 1,000 liters. So, do I have any other options? Do I have... Oh. Yes, I do. $900 worth. Yes, please. Let's get 5,000 liters. Why not? And now, let's turn that on. Should be able to lift. Yeah. All right. Look at that. Perfect. Oops. Get over here. All right. So I need to pause the stream. Whoa. That worked out too well. I'll take it. I need to pause the stream real quick. I will be right back. I am back. All right. So I gotta put my headphones back on. Missus getting ready to go to sleep, so had to wish her good night. So we've got, let's see, where was I? Will saying they removed the Case IH 2018 skid steer mod. Really? I wonder why. Ken says, okay, I'll check it out after the stream. Awesome. Will says, working on the big 1,000 head of cattle barn hauling manure. Oof. That's going to be a while. Ken says, or Will says, can't wait for him to show the screenshots. Yes, I'm going to bring those up here soon. So, okay, we got everything all packed. Let's go ahead and turn that off. And awesome. Yeah, that is excellent because that just makes it to where we're able to actually utilize some of these lemons. Ooh, and even better, boop. No, yes, turn that on. That's what I meant to do. But what I really meant to do is come here to distribute. Yeah. Well, now I don't have to worry about anything. And maybe one of these days I'll actually start making some sugar so that way I don't have to not utilize it. Ooh, am I? Ooh. Unload. Nope. Unload. Ooh, I did get in that middle section. Is it because I'm not over the... Yes. There we go. Now we're talking. Now we're cooking with gas. Oh, wow. It doesn't even take that much sugar. I could have gotten 10,000 liters and threw it all in there. All right. Oh, and we're storing quite a bit, too. I can't lift these, can I? I'd have to get... Nope. Too heavy. Pineapple juice, apple juice, orange juice. We've got the juice. How much are these going for? Where, oh, where is the juice? There we go. No. There we go. Apple juice going for... Ooh, okay. That's actually going for quite a bit. I've got quite a bit of stored up. I might go get my telehandler and bring it over. Okay, where do I sell these at? Where do these go? Oh, the restaurant. Oh, so that's right across the street, just over there. All right, cool. All right, what's the chat saying so far? We got... nope, I'm all caught up. Perfect. So, nothing to worry about on that regard. So now we've got to go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and load this up because that's just money sitting there, and because why not? Let's get some money. Oh, did this finish? It did. And 70,000 liters. We went from, what was it, 20-some thousand to 70,000, if I'm not mistaken? Now I don't remember how much was actually in here. Anyways, yeah. I mean, regardless, that is the method that I like to use. I know there's more straightforward ways of making seeds. I know there's, like, all this different stuff that you can do, but... that one there is just, to me, it's worth investing the time and the little bit of money for the seed treatment because you're not having to, you're getting that bonus. You're getting that extra. Oh, and there we go. Perfect. So now... let's go ahead and have a worker send this off, and I'll see what the chat is saying. And we will go ahead and load up all that juice. I think we've also got some pallets over here that we could load up too. Yeah, we got the pumpkins. Yeah. One of these days we'll do something with the pumpkins. Let's go ahead and... there we go. So Jody says, I am back. My phone died. Oh, that stinks. How are things going on the farm tonight, buddy? Going fantastic. Found that windrower. Nice. Yeah, that windrower is really slick. I really do like it. It's one of my favorites. Yeah, going great. We're going real good. We just finished up all the baling and all the selling it off. We ended up collecting on the contract. Did I collect on that second contract? Yes, I did. So I could theoretically take out some more contracts. I'm working on trying to get some of the products around the farm here taken care of because, you know, that's just should be free, quick, easy money kind of stuff. And while I'm also thinking of it, I'm going to turn on my help menu because you have to switch between different sections of the auto-load trailer in order to unload it. That's why I was sitting there trying to fight, you know, just a few seconds ago when I was unloading into the first juice factory. So one of those where just wanted to make sure that I can actually see instead of just sitting there pushing random buttons. Jody says, appreciate you telling me about that. Oh, no problem, bud. No problem whatsoever. Yeah, like I said, that's one of my favorite windrowers out there. It's just, it basically makes it to where you're able to do everything in one pass rather than doing couples. What just happened? Charloots just subscribed. Charloots, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. And while I'm thinking of it, and while I've got a few seconds, I'm going to go ahead and give all my Tier 2 members their shout out. So, oh. Huh, I wonder why I just came to a stop for no reason. Anyways, starting with Mark K, Will T Gaming, Ken Adlam, Rail Fanning Jonah, Karma Comet Chameleon, Revere Time Todd, Crazy Chris Sims, we've got Luke, Bernie King, and we have Philippa, aka I had it earlier. What? See, this is how bad my memory is, and how bad it is with names. Was it Pippa? I'm looking. And of course, it's all lost in the chat. Pippa, yeah. Okay, I was right. So yeah. Let's see. Philippa Thompson. Thank you all. Forge TCG just became a member. Forge, hey, how's it going, bud? Member for 6 months, tier 1. Watching it from Kentucky. Oh, that's right. You're doing your trainings. I forgot about that. How you doing, brother? Hope you're having a good time up there. Let's see. So yeah, Philippa Thompson. Thank you all so much for being tier 2 channel members. Greatly appreciate you. And if you are interested in becoming a channel member, go ahead and check out the link in the description below, or the join button also below. You can also find that join button on the main channel page. You train, you stay away from me. I don't trust you. I shouldn't have my back turned to it. Anyways, if you're interested, go ahead and check out those links. Like I said, you can gain access to custom badges, custom emojis. You can also get the early access to edited content such as channel shorts and the Let's Play series. All that starting at 99 cents a month. You can also get access to our Tier 2 membership for $4.99 a month. You get everything I just mentioned before, as well as a shout out, just like you got just heard here. Every single live stream, you get a shout out. And again, $4.99 a month. I greatly appreciate all my channel members, and I greatly appreciate all my subscribers, everybody who's active in the community, everybody who's watching me tonight. Thank you all so very much. Greatly appreciate every single one of you out there. So let's go ahead and start loading this stuff up. Also want to give a huge shout out to the channel. We now have merch, so if you're looking for any kind of merchandise for the channel, go ahead and check out also the link in the description below, where you can get things like hats, hoodies, tank tops, shirts, the whole 9 yards. We've got tons and tons of stuff, channel branded stuff there. Goes all of it. All the memberships and the merchandise goes to help the channel for its sustainability and its continued growth. So again, thank you all so very much. Let's go ahead and drop this. So this is pineapple juice. That's going to be in the front there. Next one's going to be apple juice. That'll be in the middle. Oh, and another orange juice popped up. And there we go. That'll be in the middle, like so. Look at that. That's working out nicely. Let's see. Forge says, let's see. I'm on a twin-size bed. I'm eating slop, but it's free, so I can't really complain. It's hot and it's cold, rains and then sunshine. Oh, man. Well, it's one of those that you can certainly complain. It's not fun having to do what you're doing, but I know a lot of people out there, especially here in the chat, do appreciate what you're doing. So, but hopefully at least you're getting everything that you need to get done, and this is something that you're not going to have to worry about going into the future kind of thing. Hopefully this is kind of a one and done for a while. Let's see. Will says, if you haven't done it, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and share the video. Thank you, Will. I appreciate that. Yes, do what Will said to do because it goes to help out the channel severely. A lot of people do not understand, they don't realize just how much hitting that like button really goes to help out the channel. It goes to hit the algorithms and lets people know that, hey, you know, this is somebody worth checking out kind of thing. So, yeah, like I said, greatly appreciate... Wait, what do I got here? Is this orange? That's orange. All right, so that's going in the rare. It goes to help out the channel a ton. So anything that you all can do to help out is greatly, greatly appreciated. But I'm just grateful and thankful that, you know, if you just hit the subscribe button, that's, like I said, it helps out a ton. So we're just finishing loading this up, and once we get everything loaded, we'll take it right across the street and hopefully make a fair bit of money. All right, so we've got, what is that, 3 pineapple juices? That's going in the very front. Oops. Oops. What am I doing? There we go. And just like that, check it out. Booyah. Oh, and Forge, by the way, I've got a bone to pick with you. So, texted you a while back there, and we were at the game. We were at the Detroit Red Wings and Tampa Bay Lightning game. And when we were there, you know, the Wings won. You know, let's go Wings. That was awesome. Really enjoyed that game. It was the first time I've ever been to that arena where the Wings actually won a game, so was very excited about that. But was really hoping you all were going to help us out there in the rankings. The Lightning went up against Washington Capitals the other day, and the Lightning ended up just letting them walk away with it. What is up with that? Really thought y'all could have helped us out there, but we're trying desperately to squeak into the playoffs. So here's hoping. We'll keep on putting up the good fight, and we'll get in at the very last second, because it's a really close battle right now. There we go. And we got more orange juice. $1,296? That seems like an odd number. There we go. Alright, this is going in the back. There we go. Let's see. So we've got Todd saying a less bulky weight option. Yes, so this weight is absolutely huge, but it's 3,500 pounds. So I tend to use this because, one, it's the most weight that you can put on this type of hitch, where it's going to actually not just send this particular loader just kind of flipping on its side kind of thing, or flipping around. And it just allows you to pick up so much more weight than what you're really supposed to. So that's my little secret there when it comes to this specific loader. And it only seems to work this amount of weight on this specific lay bear loader. So yeah, that's kind of my go-to. That is a really weird size. 432 liters. That is a really weird. Let's see. Revere Time Todd says the TLX weight from the service bed pack, yes, is a live on vehicle changeable weight. That is a amazing weight by 82 Studios. Yes, I absolutely love that weight too. The only problem is that a lot of the telehandlers and stuff like this, I don't think can accept it. If I'm not mistaken, this is orange juice, and I think this is the rear. Orange juice, yeah, I think it's the rear. I'm having to sit here and keep all this stuff kind of straight in my head right now to make sure that I'm not changing or interchanging all this stuff. So we got pineapple juice. How much we got here? We still got tons of apple and pineapple. Okay, well, we're just gonna keep on loading. Let's see. Will says, I've been busy this weekend. I haven't had time to upload the previous streams yet. LOL. Hopefully do it tomorrow. Oh, man. Well, yeah, hopefully you can get to it tomorrow. But, I mean, worst case scenario, as long as you're hanging on to it and able to kind of go from there, then you'll be good to go. Jonah says, go Carolina Hurricanes. No, Jonah, no. Oh, you're killing me, bud. You're killing me. But yeah, Carolina, they've got a really good team. They've had a good team for several seasons. They just haven't been able to put like that kind of finishing touch on it. But I will say, y'all did get the better. Y'all got the better brother. I will say that. Svechnikov. Detroit ended up getting, was it his older brother? Is it Evgeny? This is pineapple, so this goes in the front. And yeah, he didn't turn out as good as the Carolina brother, which is unfortunate. But you live and you learn. Let's go ahead and drop that. Let's see. Ken says, still can't download Evergreen Valley map. Oddly downloads the mods for Evergreen. Yeah, that's so weird. I know that the mod hub has been absolutely thrashed here lately. I've been having such issues downloading stuff, especially when I'm trying to do like map tours. So yeah, it's one of those that, you know, good luck. I hope you're able to figure it out and get it up and running, but oops, helps when I have this pitched right. There we go. No! Oh no! No! Stop it. Ooh, where was Apples? Apples is in the middle. Let's see. So, orange, apples. We'll focus on the apples because once I get it over 10%, then I'm not worried about it, you know, overwriting anything at that point. So let's focus on apples. Oh, we have made a real mess of this. There we go. Let's get that last apple juice right in the front. Nope, missed that. There we go. Where was I? Will says, Ken, maybe your internet, maybe. Jonas says, is it Tropicana orange juice? It is definitely a possibility. Well, no, because we're in Missouri. So, no, it's not a possibility. Because that's down here in Florida. I mean, at least, a bare minimum, we have Tropicana Field, which that has been an ongoing struggle and debate for the baseball team there, the Tampa Bay Rays. They are desperately wanting to build a new stadium for the Tampa Bay Rays, and specifically they want to build it there in Tampa Bay, or in Tampa. And for some reason, when they built Tropicana Field and whatnot, they ended up signing a very, very long-term lease going into like the 2030s or 2040s maybe. And Tampa wants to break the lease. They want to be able to build a new stadium and put it into Tampa. Well, they're not allowed to. So they have been fighting with the owners of the Tropicana, or I think it's the city of St. Pete, where they're going into big fights trying to figure out what they can do, because it's the city of St. Pete that won't let them out of the lease. Let's see, and pineapple juice was in the front. Alright, how is this looking? Oh, yes, that's it. That's our last ones. Wait, something was missing? What's missing? Oh, it just hasn't run over here yet. That's fine. Alright. Let's go ahead and get the worker to take this back for us. Just like so. And perfect. So now, whoops. Nope, wrong one. All right. So what is okay, the loading is the right bumper and the down button, and I'm set to back. So let's go to front first. So you can see there's 3 different sections, as you've been watching me do here the past, what, 10 minutes or so, on this particular trailer. This is a nice trailer. It does auto-loading bales, it does auto-loading pallets and stuff, and you just have to switch it over from one to the other. But because it has these 3 distinct separate sections, you have to unload them as 3 distinct sections. It's almost as if you have a hopper, a belly dump trailer with the multiple chambers in it. It's basically the same kind of concept. So now I go into the middle, I can unload the apple juice, and now I can go to the back. No! That's not what I meant to do. Ay, ay, ay. That's annoying. That is really annoying. Oh, well. Well, at least we're able to pick it up like this, so not the end of the world. There we go. Close enough. Close enough. Let's see. Go to the front. Go to the middle. And Go to the rear. All right. Now that headache is over, let's get this back to the farm and go from there. So, get this out here, and then I'm going to catch up with the chat because I see I'm falling way behind. Way behind. Whoops. There we go. There's my telehandler right there. Perfect. All right, so we've got the internet. Maybe, yeah, I read that. Okay. Todd says, works great on a telehandler as long as you have, or as long as the rear has the hitch. Okay. Yeah, it's one of those that I do like it. The only thing I don't like necessarily about that mod, the only thing, is that you have to download that whole wrecker pack in order just to get the weight. And it's a really large file size just for the weight. So it was one of those, I had it for a very long time, but then I was like, you know, I really can't justify having this massive download. I think it was like, I don't know, I think it was like 80 megs or something like that. It was a fairly chunky size. I just can't justify having all of this just for the one thing that I'm actually going to use. So I kind of ended up pitching it at some point in time. Joey says, what's the best production in the game? Honestly, one of my favorite productions, if we take a look. Well, okay, so I kind of have two different ways of answering it. One of my most used productions is this one here. This one here is one of my most used productions by far and away. Just simply because it's cheap and it does so much for you. And the nice thing about it, and it's this one here, where is it? Here it is. It's a Farm Supplies Production mod. And it comes with these two looks. So you get the red barn like what we got here, and you also get this one here. Now I know like people like Alma have done, you know, these ones here that are pretty similar, about the same price. What I like about this one here specifically. Okay, perfect. What I like about that one specifically, and I don't think the Alma one does it, is when you make silage, you have various options to make your silage. So if we go down here and we look at our silage, you have grass from silage, hay to silage, chaff to silage, and straw to silage. You have all those four, and those are fine. But these are the ones I really like. With water, you can do grass and chaff, and you get a byproduct of digestate. So it's a nice, simple, and cheap way to get digestate without having a biogas plant. You can also see we can make seeds here. And again, it's that 1-to-1 ratio that I was talking about before. So I don't tend to use this one because the AGI thing, it gives you that multiplier. That's what I really love about that. But you can also make things like lime. You get a 2-to-1 ratio here. Plus you have to have water. So this isn't my favorite lime source. I tend to like to use the Stone Factory here, where you get a 1-to-10 on lime, and it's super fast, really, really quick to produce. You also get things like TMR. You can have mineral feed. You can make hay. And you can make your liquid and solid fertilizer. Now it's a 10-to-1 reduction, so it's a pretty severe drop, but there are better ones. But my favorite mod for productions, I would have to be, let me see if I can find it. There's also Cavalier Roy's version, which is the farm productions here. Under the agricultural supply productions, that one I really like as well. Does pretty much the same thing as this one does here, but it also does pig food, so that is a really nice mod. Let's see, where is it? This one, the mobile wood warehouse. I love this thing. It is just this little itty bitty little production point here, but you can pick it up, and it makes cutting trees so much easier, so much faster. So you can get an entire forest, you can get an entire map done in the matter of a few hours, because all you got to do is chop it down, and as soon as it starts to fall, you click the button to do the wood sell point, and it just disappears. It loads right into the production point there, and then you can set it up to distribute and go to any other production you want on the map. It is fantastic. Or you can set it up to sell, from that particular point too. And again, a super quick, easy, and efficient way to be able to do your wood cutting. Todd says, I use the hitch version on the telehandler and the wheel loader all the time. Oh, okay, so it does take a hitch. So, okay, so I was wrong about that. Will says, Ken, I would reboot your router and try again. Yeah, definitely could give that a whirl. Jody says, what's your favorite hockey team? The Detroit Red Wings. Detroit Red Wings. I was born in Michigan, raised in Michigan, so I became a Red Wings fan very, very early on. And even though I am down here in Florida nowadays, I will forever rock the red and white. Charlotte says, "Let's go Lightning." I feel like I'm ganged up on. First it's the Hurricanes, then it's the Lightning, and I know my brother-in-law there. He loves the Lightning there too, so I got to give him a hard time every once in a while. Even though he's in Kentucky, gotta love it. But I did enjoy going to the game this past couple of weeks ago and watching the Wings win. Like I said, it's the first time I went there to Amalie Arena where they actually won a game, so I was really pumped about that. Let's see. Jody says, I love baseball and football. Both are very good. Jody says, where do I find that semi-trailer auto loads? So that trailer is, let's see, where, there we go, trailers. Nope, that's not that one. Bale loaders. It's the Flegel flatbed semi-trailer. It's under the Flegel flatbed semi-trailer mods. So look up that one there and you'll be able to find it. Like I said, it works as both a auto-loading bale trailer and a auto-loading pallets trailer as well. And it's very good in what it can load. So all these things that are specific to this map here on Alma, it loads up the pumpkins, it loads up the lemons like you saw, all the stuff, pretty much everything it will auto load. It does a really, really good job. And it's broken up into different sections, like I said, so you can do multiple. Just be very, very careful. Make sure that you've loaded up to 10% before you go to the second one, or that you're just, make sure you're paying attention, because you can overwrite the product that's in each one of those chambers with another product, and then you lose out on the product that had been overwritten. So you got to make sure that 10% threshold is met before you start going into your other sections there. Let's see. Jody also says, I've had troubles with some maps won't upload where you can play it. So oftentimes that can be a mod conflict, and if you disable your mods and try loading in, see if that helps you able to load into it. If you can load into your map without your mods, then there's some mod somewhere that's causing you a headache, and then you just have to go through and disable, one row at a time to figure out where the break occurs. Once you have found the break in the row, then you can go mod by mod to find which mod it is specifically that's breaking it, and then if you want to try and keep it and just move on from that map, then you can. If not, then you can just delete it and don't have to worry about it from that point forward. Let's see. Todd says TLX is live on vehicle adjustable from 15 kilograms to 7,500 kilograms. Has options for both vehicles and 3. Okay, so yeah, I was absolutely wrong about that. Yeah, like I said, the only problem I have with it is that the file size, and it, like, I would love it if it was its own mod. If it was its own mod, it would be on my map and it would be right here on this game, because I do love it. But I just can't justify in my brain to have that size of a mod just for weight. Ken says, I will try that, Will, and see if what happens. Will then says, did you read the article I sent you yesterday? BD, which one in particular there, Will? I don't recall off the top of my head. Was it the Red Bull one that you were telling that you if that's what you're talking about, then yes, I did see that one. Jody says, my dad says hi. Well, tell your dad I said hi as well. Jonah says, blooper. Yes, I have good many of those, and even some that I miss out on. Todd says, I get that. It was a large pack. My other faves for telehandlers are the Lizard PW, but obviously we all use what we love. Yeah, that's it. I'm not familiar with the Lizard PW. I'll have to check that one out. Jody says, I found that production. Awesome. And Saskatchewan says, I'm back. FS22 just released Lone... Wait, what? FS22 just released Lone Oak Mac. I don't think that's the case there, Saskatchewan. Let's see. Might do a real life farming video live stream. Yeah. Needs more air cart drill seeders and can see your seeder. So I don't have a seeder as of right now. I don't own one, but we'll be getting to that point eventually. All right, so we've got pretty much everything. I don't need to deal with these yet, do I? Let's see. This way, I think. Yes. Oh, no, I got plenty of storage for those. I'll let those kind of keep on racking up. I could sell the honey. I could make a little bit of cash there. Let's do that. Let's see. So I think I'm all caught up with the chat. No, not yet. Saskatchewan also said, my girlfriend Taylor says she's with MechRight. She's asking how your week... Going great. Going absolutely great. Let her know that we said hi and hope that she's having a fantastic weekend so far. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get spun around. And hopefully we can just pick up right from the ground, right from within this hut here. Yeah, look at that. Whew, that was nice. Pretty pain-free. All right, let's go sell this off. This is in the back. Okay, perfect. And will do. Awesome. Let's go ahead and disable that. Let's also turn that back off. I don't need that anymore. All right. So yeah, we're just rocking and rolling here. We are doing really, really good. We're getting a lot of these products that we don't need off the farm and sold. We're making money. Let's see, it's 1700 almost, so 5 o'clock. We could accept a couple of contracts, a couple of these smaller ones maybe. I think I'm going to avoid the rye. I don't really need to bother with them, but I could make some more seeds. Yeah, it might probably be a good idea to do that. Is there anything that's close by the shop there so I don't have to go all the way across the screen? 26? 26 is there? What is that? Ooh, barley. Yes. We'll do that. 29, where are you? Whoops. 29, 29, 29, 20. Okay, so that's the one next to the little field there. Maybe. That'll be a maybe. Alright, yeah, this is going to the restaurant. And then we'll be good to go. Yeah, right here. So turn here. And nice. 6 grand, 6.5 grand plus the environmental bonus. I will take that. Wait, what? I still have honey. Why do I still have honey? Must have gotten to the middle chamber and I didn't realize it. I'm glad I noticed that. Didn't get halfway back to the farm and it's like, oh, hey, forgot that. Alright, now we'll send the worker to take the truck back and then we will go ahead and get to work on this next contract and be good from there. Let's see. 1700, so that's 5 o'clock. And we're in July. We're in the summer, so it's going to be late before the sun goes down, so that's all right. Get this out of the way. And there, perfect. All right. Saskatchewan says, while I'm heading, we'll see you all next time. Have a great night. Saskatchewan, you have a great night as well. We'll see you again next time. Jody says, I got him to watch the channel tonight. You sound like a real awesome guy. Oh, I appreciate that, Jody. Thank you so much. Let's see. Benji says, good night, everyone. Have a wonderful night. Benji, I hope you have a fantastic night. You take care, and we'll see you again next time. Farmer Groot, hey, how's it going? Says, hey, everyone. Hope you're having a fantastic night so far. Saskatchewan says, will ever Texas flat map? You should do Saskatchewan Edgewater. Yeah, that's definitely on the potential list, but after a couple of the maps that just released here recently, who knows? I mean, it's definitely up in the air. Ken says, well, I gotta go catch... well, I gotta go. We'll catch up with you guys on the next stream. Ken, thank you so much for stopping by tonight. I hope you have a fantastic night, and we'll see you again next time. Saskatchewan says, those air drill cart discs are huge. Used because the acres in Saskatchewan, Canada. Thank you, you too. Jonah says, well, I gotta go to bed. Gotta work in the morning. Jonah, you have a fantastic night. Enjoy your rest of your evening, and take care. We'll see you again next time. Let's see. Will says, I'm heading to bed. I have to go take my mom to the airport in the morning. Will, again, you have a great night. Take care, and we'll see you again next time. Again, everybody who's hopped on the stream here tonight and has hung out tonight, thank you all so much. All the people who are hopping off, greatly appreciate everybody who stopped by tonight. Really do appreciate it. Have yourselves a fantastic night. Let's see. Jonah says, stay safe and, well, it says stay safe and stay happy, but I'm pretty sure it's stay safe and stay happy, everyone. Jonah, you as well. Take care. We'll see you again next time. Now, let's see. That's all good, so let's go ahead and get this. Like so. And oh, can't reach it? Oh, well. That's fine. We can just drive it over. It's right around the corner. I mean, really, could just do something like this. There we go. And looky there. That was relatively painless. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Let's see. Jody says, I'll send you a message tonight, talk to you a little bit, if that's great. Yeah, absolutely, bud. Feel free to send me a message. Let's see. Will says the screenshots you will be showing off some pretty good ones. Yes, they are. I will be showing those here in a little bit. So definitely be on the lookout for them when and if you watch the replay. Have a great night, everyone. Stay safe, and God bless. You as well, Saskatchewan. You take care. Groot says, so future reference, instead of dealing with the header trailers, I recommend getting the Best Way retrieval trailer. Much easier. I'm not familiar with that one. Is that a mod specific to PC players, or is that for all platforms? I'm just not familiar with that one. There's a one that we recently got. What was it? Header trailers. I think it just received an update. Yeah, this one. Oh, okay, yeah, this is the one you're talking about. Yeah, this one is awesome. I do like this, and it's only 14 grand. This thing is amazing. For those who are not familiar with this thing, it's basically a header oh, there's a different model with a... Wait. Spare tire. Warning beacons. Okay, so so yeah, there's different models and whatnot, but what it does is it basically works like a 3-point link and will hook up to your header trailer, or I'm sorry, it will hook up to your header and then swing it for you. It's an awesome, awesome tool right here. Love this thing. I just don't know what that middle part is. So you got the red bit in the back and you got the red bit in the middle. I don't know what that red bit in the middle is. I haven't figured that out, but I really haven't taken much time to figure out, all the ins and outs of this particular mod. But yeah, no, Groot, you're 100% right. That is an awesome mod. And Groot says, "Yep, that's the one." Yep, 100%. I absolutely that is definitely going to be on the to purchase list. That is definitely going to be there. I kind of messed that up, didn't I? I really messed that up. Well, let's see if I can get away with not even hooking up to one. I squeeze through here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that. All right, no train, no train, no train, no train. Looky there. Like it was meant to be. Nice. Now let's drop this down like so. Perfect. Now we're gonna cook with this one. This is gonna be nice. All right, cool. I really wish there was more than just one way to be able to pick up straw off of contracts. Like, I wish there was a baler, and you'd think that it'd be able to do something with that. So, the normal way, at least the way that I'm aware of for all platforms, the way I'm aware of it, is you can go to belts and you can use this, the Lizard Forge pickup. You can use this to pick up straw off the ground, even off of contracts. But the problem is that it works only on loose products. So you have to have a trailer and be able to load into the trailer and do all that kind of stuff. But what if I want to use bales like I'm using on this Let's Play series? I wish there was a baler that could work off of contract fields. And I'm just, again, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm just not aware of one existing where it will work off of a contract. I absolutely love if that was the case. Let's see. Groot says, I think it's just a decorative thing. Okay, that makes sense. Because, like I said, I went on and tested it, like, maybe 5 minutes worth of testing just to see how it worked. And that was before anybody like Looney Farm guy or anybody like that really kind of got their hands on it and would put out their videos and explaining it. So it was one of those that I was just kind of playing around with it. And I just absolutely adored how you could just hook up and go with your trailer, and you're not going to have to worry about the auto-locking script, or you're not going to have to worry about any of that kind of stuff. You're just going to be able to hook up, go, and be done with it, kind of thing. You can drop it off where you want to drop it off, and, not have to worry about it in the slightest. So yeah, that is definitely the mod to use when it comes to dealing with headers. Let's see. Todd says, use a snuffle stuck behind your combine and attach the baler to that. Wait. But you have to use... but you have to have pickup straw on contracts. Driver 53 has a video on how to do it. Wait a minute, really? Do you have the Gavile DLC? I know I spelled it wrong. So I do. I do have the Gavile DLC, yes. So wait a minute. So you're saying... Where was I? Dollies. It's under Dollies. So if I use the Snuffle Stock here, I can use a baler behind that, behind the pickup here, even on a contract? Tell you what, Todd, if you wouldn't mind, if you wouldn't mind, send me the link to the video that Driver did, just so I have it, because now you really got me curious. If there was a way for me to make bales on contracts like this, I would be picking up straw way more often. But oftentimes I deal with it loose because of the because, like I said, that's the only way I'm aware of actually being able to pick up off a contract. But if you're telling me that because it's connected to a vehicle that's a part of a contract, that it'll pick it up like that, then you better believe I'm going to be going out and buying a Snuffle Stock and getting all this straw off the ground. Todd says, yes, I do it all the time. Oh, Todd, you may have just created a demon here. Hold on. I'm going to go ahead and try it. So if I get the Snuffle Stock and then connect to the baler. Oh, Todd. Is it seriously that simple? I'm going to kick myself if that's the case. That'll be amazing. That'll be an absolute game changer. Let's go ahead and unload that. All right. So dollies. Here, we'll lease that out. And I'll lease a... I'll just lease a quick baler, because why not? Okay. I will be absolutely blown away. Because, yeah, I mean, like I said, I love being able to have the premise of being able to pick up bales off of contracts. I absolutely love it. But I very rarely do it because I always thought you had to do it while it was, loose. So you had to have a monster trailer and all that stuff, and it just never really fit the theme of what it was I was doing for the most part. Like I said, there's times where it does work out, but... Oh, I am just all over the place. Let's try that one more time. Okay. I am ready for my mind to be blown. I'm so excited that I didn't even bother looking to see if the train was coming. That's how excited I am to try this. Alright, let's do this. Let's drop this down. Oh, I do it, but you have to have the pickup straw. So wait, is that available on all platforms? Yeah, you don't have access to this land. So wait, let's see. Oh man, that's a bummer. I don't have that mod installed. Oh well, here, let's just disconnect. Mao says, hello, Mao, how are you doing? Hope you're having a fantastic night so far. That is, oops. That is a bummer. Yeah, see, that doesn't sound like a mod that I'm familiar with. I'm not saying that it's not available on all platforms. But if it is, that's amazing. That's something I completely missed out on. But that would be an absolute game changer if it is. But again, I'm on an Xbox, so I'm on console, so I don't know if that's something that's available to me. Because here's the thing: if it is available on consoles and I'm able to install that right here and now, I will happily back out of this just so I can pick up that straw. Let's see. I looked up how to play Farming Sim 22 and your stream popped up. Oh, nice. Well, welcome to the stream. I hope that you have fun and enjoy what we got going on here. Certainly willing to answer any questions that you have in regards to Farming Simulator 22. I am certainly not the most expert when it comes to the game, but I will certainly do my best. Let's see. Groot says, so if you want to pick up those loose straw, do it. Oh, wait. Then you can get the baler from the Gavile DLC. It turns loose straw into bales. Yes, so you're talking about specifically, I think you're talking about this. Where was it? Balers. I think you're talking about these, if I'm not mistaken. The big LT Masters and the Vario Master. The one where it's got the big tub in the back and then you can bale it. Yeah, that's definitely an option to do. But, oh. What is going on here? Why am I struggling? What is happening here? Oh, it's because I'm on the hillside here. Huh, okay. There we go. Now we're getting through. Groot says correct. Yeah, it's just, like I said, it's one of those that all I've got is a 50,000 liter trailer at the moment, and it just makes extra steps at this point. So that's the only thing I can think of for us console players. Yes. So it's definitely that's definitely a viable option. That's absolutely an option. The only problem that I personally have with that is because it's the Gavile pack, it makes the normal size bales. And here, because I've got the quick baler, and the quick baler is what I personally have, but I just leased the quick baler. These actually make the larger sized capacity bales. So one of those that I've kind of spoiled myself at this point. So yeah, kind of a bummer, but like I said, Todd, correct me if I'm wrong. If that's something that can be used via console, then oh, PC only. My bad. Okay. No worries. That's kind of what I thought once I kind of started piecing all the puzzles together. But it is what it is. Not a big deal. Oop. There we go. We'll go ahead and make another pass around. But really, even if I had the if I had the Gavile pack, then really what you're saying though, Groot, actually might not be a bad way to go about it, because you could really just set everything up here at whatever contract field that you have. You can have an auto load trailer that's set up right at the very end of the baler itself, and then just run back and forth here at the field. That's actually not a bad solution. Because once it's loose, once you have it picked up off the ground, you can then just dump it immediately into the baler and just kind of let it go to town until, everything's all done. I don't know. Let me think about it. Because that particular baler is rather expensive. It's like $230 thousand if I'm not mistaken. It's pretty expensive. And we're already like $400,000 in debt right now, so really don't want to go. Ooh, that train. You don't want to have to go into more debt just to collect on straw. And something just dawned on me. Is this one of the maps that has soybean straw on it? I don't remember if it does or not. Now I'm just curious. Scroll up. Wait, it'll be down here. Oh, it does. It is soybean straw. Okay. Nice. Now, the only problem is I can't use that soybean straw as padding, though. But I can pick it up and I can make bales out of it and sell it, so... what was I going to look up? I was going to look up the animal trailers. Okay, so you can make Ooh, that might not be a bad idea. Okay, hold on. So I've got soybeans over at the farm there, and I've got a pretty big field of it. What I could theoretically do is buy a trailer, just a cheap mixing wagon, make TMR with those bales, and then put the TMR back into my current production point. And that way I can at least utilize it for something, Sorry, I'm more or less just thinking out loud at this point, because there's a whole bunch of downstream stuff that needs to be done. And if I can utilize that straw for something, then I might as well, Let's see. Todd says, I put a link above for the driver console way is harvesting snuffle trailer snuffle forage header. That baler also makes TMR balers too. Yes. So that it makes the TMR bales. Whoop, boop, 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 boop. It makes the TMR bales, but it also makes the what are they called? The sugar beet bales. Where is it? There it is. So yeah, it is a cool little baler. It is really nice. I actually had one early on in the stream. Or not early in the stream, early in the Let's Play series. This particular Let's Play series, I had it. And I ended up selling it off because I was making bales for TMR. I was specifically using it for TMR bales. And my hope was I'd be able to load it directly into my cow barn. Unfortunately, the cow barn doesn't take bales whatsoever. All the product has to be loose. So I was really bummed out and disappointed I wasn't able to fully utilize that Gavile baler. I was really hoping to really kind of turn it loose, but unfortunately wasn't able to do so. So it was a bummer. It was disappointing, but as I tend to say, not the end of the world. I was able to, switch it out and utilize other things. So, oh well. So let's see. Let's go ahead and keep on chugging here. We're just gonna finish out this contract here. See what kind of leftovers we get for barley. Whatever leftovers we do get, we're going to take to the farm and dump it in. Let's see, so wait, that just dawned on me. So Todd, you said harvester, snuffle, trailer, snuffle, forge header. Oh, I gotcha. Wow, so that would be one massive train. And the forge pickup is going to be backwards, but that makes sense because as it's passing over, it's going to pick it up either way and throw it into the trailer. Okay. So that's not a bad solution. That is something that could be done. And really, you could use something like the, what is it, the lizard TARDIS, I think it's what it's called. Let's see, where is it? Yeah, this one, the lizard trailer TARDIS XL, where you have like 200,000 liters of capacity. And really, yeah, you really could use this and potentially this too, and it's sling it into both. And then you have almost 450,000 liters worth of storage. For your straw, so you can basically you could do maybe I don't know if it would work, but you could do snuffle, this trailer, snuffle, header. That might work. That might actually work. That might not be something Now I'm just kind of thinking of all these different ways of doing things. Groot. OMG, you're hurting my head. I know, right? See, there's a regular on the channel here. Her name is Dust Bunny. And she said something a while ago, who basically she really likes to follow content creators who play on consoles. And the reason that she said that, and the reason that I agree with her, is that us console players, we have to come up with these very creative and oftentimes very elaborate means of getting the same job done that a console or that a PC and Mac player can do, you know, with a script or with a mod or something like that. It's just super quick and easy and painless kind of thing for them. But for us, we really have to sit there and kind of, you know, hum and ha and like come up with these really elaborate and you know, complex ways of doing the same exact job. And this is exactly one of them. Where we would have to, you know, potentially do all these different snuffle stocks and all these different configurations and all this stuff just to be able to do the same thing that, you know, Ty was pointing out earlier, where we would be able to have the, you know, pick up straw, you know, on contracts mod, and then be able to just, you know, have a baler running behind and all that stuff. I mean, yeah, I mean, it would be really nice to be able to have that functionality on consoles, but it is what it is. Like I say, it is what it is. Let's see. So let's keep on swinging around. Todd says a lizard titan. Oh, that's right. I forgot that the titan Titan's made the trailer now. Where's that one at? Yeah, the Titan trailer. Yeah, I forgot about this. What is that, like 5 million liters for 25,000? Oh, that's actually a really good idea. Hmm. Todd, I like the way you think. Let's see. Titan from the Colossus pack holds 5,000 meters cubed. Groot says, I don't think I will ever go to the... You know, it's one of those where as long as my system works, as long as my Xbox is up and running, I'm not going to just make the switch, because I've got it on console and I'm going to utilize the, $500 piece of equipment to, to play the game kind of thing. That's kind of just how I feel about it at the moment. But if my console were to ever, break, knock on wood, or if it were to ever break and whatnot, I would consider playing it on PC, just so I didn't have to run out and spend another $500 on a new console and doing all that stuff. It's just one of those that I've got a computer that could play it and could play it well, kind of thing. So one of those, I don't know if I could justify running out and spending $500 just so I can do that when I have something that could theoretically play it. So it'd be kind of the difference between $500 versus $50. There we go. And I pushed the wrong direction. JCB. Let's see. Groot says, I absolutely love my PS5. Oh, and me too. I'm an old school gamer from, way back when, where I started playing games on the Atari. So if that gives you any sort of inclination of how far back my console skills go. And there was a while there where I dabbled in playing on the computer and all that stuff, but I missed the controller. Now I know that you can buy, like an Xbox controller and use it on a PC and all that stuff, but it's one of those where when I tried it at that point in time, it never worked properly, and just never had the inclination to really continue down that path. Now I know that the connections and all that stuff is far more seamless now than they were back when I tried it. It was still very much new when I originally tried to use the controllers and all that stuff on the PC way back when. So that would definitely be something that I'd probably get back into if I were to be on a computer of some sort. Would be to make sure that the console or the controller actually was functional and all that stuff. Because yeah, I have to have a controller. That's just an absolute necessity for me. Now the one thing that I do like about PC players and PCs in general is the ability to have all the auxiliary controllers, like the steering wheels and the joysticks and like all that stuff. Like, I've mentioned this on the channel before. I'll go ahead and talk about it again here right now because it's applicable. But there was a setup I saw a while ago. This is probably several months ago, and it was one of the most elaborate farming simulator setups. Like, it was almost like an at-home like simulator setup. Now, what I mean by that is like an actual like simulation room kind of thing setup. So what it was is in the video, it showed somebody with a joystick in one hand, a steering wheel in front of them, a control panel on the side, but they had 3 television sets that were set up, one to his left, one straight ahead, and one to his right. And what he was doing is he's working on tree harvesting. So he had a big, I think it was the Rotna tree harvester, and he was able to use the joystick to control the up, down, left, right on the arm of the boom for the harvester. He was able to click the trigger in order to get it to start cutting and grab and do all that stuff. He was able to swing around, move around, do all that stuff. He was able to use his gas pedal and all that stuff, steering wheel to move the equipment from back and forth, side to side. Helium deer. And then he had the control panel on the side there to be able to work various functions and all that stuff. It was the most elaborate setup. It was, like I said, it was those television sets. And they were massive TVs. They were like 75-inch television sets. And they were set vertically. So most television sets, when you set them up, they're horizontal. The wider angle is going from left to right. But the way that they had their setup, it was set up, the wider angle was going up and down. So, and these televisions were just wrapped around him. So he had this own little kind of nook of TVs. And while he was in first person view, I mean, he's literally looking at it like this, but it's all wrapped around. So it's really wide. So he was able, on the left side of the TV, see a view kind of similar to this. In the straight TV, it was something like this. And on the right side of the TV, it was something like this. So I had this giant wrap-around view. So all he had to do was just turn his head, and he was seeing it like it was in first-person view. And it was amazing, the setup. I was just absolutely floored with how it was set up. So yeah, one of the most elaborate and honestly one of the coolest setups I've seen. And it was all an at-home setup kind of thing. It wasn't like a simulation chamber, for like some company or something like that. This was just a legit at-home build that this person did. And I'll be honest, a little bit of jealousy kind of seeped in there. Let's see. Here, after I get to the other end, I'll catch up with the chat there. Let's see. So we're just getting towards the end here, really struggling on this little hill here. I don't see why I feel like it just kind of struggles getting up that hill, but the Fent will make it. Go ahead and take a sip here. It's just noticed it's been a while and feeling a little bit parched. So much better. So much better. Now, let's go ahead and catch up with the chat, because I can see it's moving out of the corner of my eye, and I don't want to get too far behind. So we got Todd saying, Driver 53 discovery videos are all geared towards console players. He started on console. Yes, honestly, that's what I really like about Driver. Not only do I personally like him because he helped out the channel, now twice as far as I'm aware. He seems like a super nice guy, super awesome dude. But he helped out the channel, gave a big push when he did the raid about a month or so ago, which was super awesome of him, super nice, and it's something that is just a really cool thing for somebody of his stature, and really of anybody's stature, if they have the ability to be able to help out people down the line. It's certainly not something that they have to do, and the fact that he did it is awesome. But the fact that he's willing to show all these kind of things that are geared, even though I'm pretty sure he's on a computer now, he's willing to show all this stuff that's geared towards everybody, is something that's really cool. I mean, it makes a lot of sense though, because as a content creator, you want to be able to have, things that are accessible to everybody. You're going to be able to capture the most audience, so it makes sense, from a YouTube business kind of perspective. But again, it's not something you have to do. It's not something that you are required to do. So the fact that he does it is, again, just another, kind of tick on the cool meter, in my opinion. And like I said, I've followed Driver 53 for a while now. One of those where his content really is really, really good stuff. If you're not familiar with him, go ahead and check him out, because he's absolutely spectacular, and he comes up with all these different scenarios of how to do jobs that are very unique in how to do them. So one of those where he's a really good follow, really good follow. Let's see. Todd says Pong. Yes, that was honestly, that was one of the original games that I played, was Pong on the Atari. Yeah, so I am a old school gamer kind of thing. Was one of the original gamers. Now there was the one console before the Atari. I cannot remember what it was called off the top of my head. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but it was nowhere near as popular as the Atari was. Nice. We are just sneaking our way into here. Let's see what we get. Oh, brakes. Let's see. Keep my finger over the trigger just to be safe. %. Okay, so nowhere near. So the next trailer load is going to be there. So got to make sure we do that. Todd says you can use an Xbox or PS controller on PCs now. I'm an Xbox. Driver is PS. Nice. Groot says I had a Sega Genesis, all the PlayStation consoles, N64, Sega Dreamcast, and Super Nintendo and Nintendo. Yes. See, I'm right there with you. Like I said, I started with the Atari, but that was certainly not where I finished. I mean, I've basically been having all sorts of game systems my whole life. Thankfully, I was a very, very lucky child. My parents were very, very willing to, get me all those systems for my whole life, basically. Like I said, I started with the Atari. I moved on to the Nintendo. Used to love playing the Nintendo. One of my favorite games on the Nintendo, way back when, and it was one that really flew under the radar. Does anybody here remember the Domino's Noid? For those who don't know what the Domino's Noid was, it was this incredibly annoying mascot that Domino's Pizza had for a long time, and it was so pushed that they even made a Nintendo game for the Domino's Noid, and it was actually incredibly entertaining for a child of my age in those days. And my cousin and I, we used to play that game all the time. And it was funny because we actually used to rent it. We had a local video rental store, and they had all the games and stuff that were available at the time. And we would go up there and we'd rent it and just have an absolute blast playing it. Because it was just one of those, typical little side scrollers, and the Noid would just kind of, jump around, basically like a Domino's version of Mario. It was just, you had your own enemies, you jumped on their head and just kind of do all sorts of random stuff. But it was all like Domino's themed, and dealing with the Noid and all that stuff. It was funny. It was a fun game. It was entertaining. But yeah, I went from the Nintendo to the Super Nintendos, N64s, the Segas. Had the Dreamcast. Had the I had like the old Sega CD back when that was a thing. It was like the very first attempt of getting off of the cartridge and going into like a disc format. There we go. Look at that. We are done here on this field. What else? I mean, there was the... there we go. Something like that. Okay. So again, we got to keep our finger over the trigger here, just to make sure we don't sell off stuff unnecessarily. Let's see. Todd said, I was going to say Ultra Tree Harvester, US double joystick, control panel, steering wheel, pedal. Yes. Ooh, hey, there's a tree right there. And I would know that if I was paying attention. Ultra Tree Harvesters. Use double joy. Yeah, and that might have been what I saw. I mean, honestly, I was just so bewildered and blown away by. I mean, honestly, I was more infatuated by the television as I was the actual setup. Having three 75-inch televisions all wrapping around, and you're just like able to look at such a degree of visibility. It was just so enchanting. Is probably the best word I can come up with. All right, there we go. So 3,608 liters. So we're going to do a quick experiment here. So we're going to take this back to the farm, and I'm going to kind of show exactly what I've been kind of going on about in regards to the seeds. So we've got barley here. Barley has a 1 to 2 point, I think it's like a 2.2 or 2.4 ratio. So what I'm going to get out of this is I'm going to put in 3,608 liters into the seed treatment, and I'm going to get out something like 6 to 7,000 liters. It's probably going to be closer to 8,000 liters. So we'll take like a before and after of the volume that we have there at the farm and show what it is we actually get out of it. Let's see. So this is a 4,000, so we're going to get 3,500 out of this because of the leasing. Let's see. Todd also says FDR logging on Discord. I mean, that might be who I saw. I honestly, I have no idea, but I'll definitely be checking for it again because it was just such an amazing setup. Groot says, so I follow a guy that streams on Twitch, and there's an app for PC that every time you move your head, the camera follows you. Like you turn your head. Yeah, it's not the Oculus. It's the oh goodness, what is that thing called? Yeah, it's the eye motion tracker. It like tracks your eyes, and you get the little bubble on your screen to show where you're looking, kind of thing. Yeah, I've seen those before, and that's just absolutely wild technology. Let's see. Let's get back here to the farm. Oh, hey, there's a truck there. All right, so we're going to back up. Okay. So we have 70,015 liters of seeds. So let me get this out. So 70,015. Now let's see what we get after this. So dump. Alright, so that's just going to go ahead and keep dumping until it's done. Alright. Yeah, so when you turn your head right, the camera will turn right. Yeah, that's again amazing technology and really really cool. Todd said I played Pong on the Pong only console. Oh wow, yeah. So that's the I think that's one that's not before the Atari, but like before that one. Like it was like its own kind of setup. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I cannot remember what the one that came out before the Atari was called. Was it the Commodore? The Commodore 64 or something? Yeah, I can't remember. I can't remember. But yeah, no, I know exactly which one you're talking about there, Todd. And yeah, that was like cutting edge back in the day. All right, so we are chugging along. But I mean, you can already see we're at 7,300 liters. We started at 70,000. So I mean, this still has what, 2,000 liters tucked away in here? Yeah, a little less than 2,000. So you can see we are making, quite a bit of excess here. So we put in, what was it, 3,000 and change. We're going to get back out, like I said, probably around 8,000 is going to be my guess. Let's see. Yeah, so it's just chugging along there. Like I said, it takes it a little bit. It does take a while. And actually, I don't... actually, let me double check. Yes. So, there we go. Yeah, we're up to 75,000. So we made 5,000 liters of seed from 3,000 liters. Groot says, do you have to buy the seed treatment? Yes, you do have to buy the seed treatment, and it does get expensive. But for what you get out of the product, it's really worth it. So let's see. So this is the particular one that I use, but this is a seed treatment. It's the seed treatment liquid. It's $3,400 per pallet. It doesn't give you a whole heck of a lot, but it's worth it. To me, it's worth it. Yeah, see, check that out. 76,705. So that created 76,705. 6,690. So we put in 3,000. We got out 6,600, almost 6,700. So I mean, we went from a 1 to a 2 and change ratio just by putting it in here. And you saw, I mean, we used a little bit of the seed treatment, but not a ton. And we still got a ton left over in the backside of the farm there. So, yeah, I mean, that is my favorite personal seed creation. It, like I said, it does take a while. It does take some time, but you get that bonus, and it really makes it worth it. Like I said, the whole reason I did soybeans on the backside of the farm over here is because I plan on turning those soybeans into seeds. And those soybeans, even though, like, we look at the price per 1,000. And again, I look at the maximums just to make the kind of math a little easier. The maximum for soybeans is 2,136. But the seeds maximum is 1,893. So you are taking a hit on the price per 1,000. But with soybeans, it's almost a 1-to-4 or 1-to-5 ratio for your final output from soybeans to seeds. So yeah, you are losing if you're looking at a 1-to-1 ratio, but you're actually getting a 1-to-4, 1-to-5 ratio. So you're basically able to take this top number, the 1893, and times it by 4, and that's what you're going to get out of your single price of soybeans. So if you were to try and compare it to a 1-to-1 comparison. So that's what, 1,893. We'll just use 4 for ease of math. 1,893 times 4 is 7,572 per 1,000 liters is what you're going to get when you take your soybeans and convert them over. And it's a small price to pay for that seed treatment in order to get that particular thing. Now, wow, I just noticed I'm 4 percentage points off for not rolling. Oh well. I'll remember that next time. So let's see. Groot says, "Cool, I'll have to check that out. Thank you. No problem. No problem. Like I said, I think it's the best way. Now, like I said, I can make it from the production point that I have here, that barn that I'm using as my quote-unquote mixer right there. I could, make it from seeds right here, just a 1-to-1 ratio. Wheat, barley, and corn. Quick and easy, and it's done. And I don't have to buy the treatment or anything like that. I could do that, but then I'm not getting that bonus. And that bonus is where it's at. Because again, if we go and look at, we'll use wheat because it's at the top of the list, $718. Well, it's basically a 1-to-2 ratio for wheat. So we go from 718 to 1,893 as the kind of top ranking kind of thing. But really, if you double that, then you get, what is it, 32, 1893 times 2, 3,786. So that's basically the price per 1,000 liters that you would have had out of the wheat now into seeds. So, I mean, it's a pretty massive jump that you're getting there. It's a really big jump. So it's worth the time, in my opinion. It's worth the money. Like, everything really works out in the end if I'm 100% honest. So, yeah, that's, let's see. It is now 1 o'clock in the morning. It is getting on very late here. I don't think I have it in me to continue another field at this point. I am really starting to feel the time. But I tell you what, y'all, I had an absolute blast, as I always do on these streams. Again, I want to give everyone a huge, huge thank you for stopping by tonight, hanging out. I also want to give a big shout out again to Outlaw Custom AG. Thank you again for becoming the newest Tier 1 member to the channel. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Thank you all so very, very much. I had, like I said, an absolute blast. But like I said, I'm going to go ahead and start signing off here. I think we got everything that really needed to be done. I think... Let me think. I think I will likely be on again live streaming tomorrow when my daughter takes her nap. So probably around 1:45 p.m. Eastern Standard is when I'll be on. And I'll probably end up doing some of these contracts, get those out of the way, but then kind of move on from there, because we got a canola, another canola, a wheat, and the rest are rye. I'm probably going to skip these rye contracts. I think I'm going to skip those, and I'll just focus on these 3. So, while I'm thinking of it, let's go ahead and do this. Let's just borrow. We'll borrow all that equipment, and then we will kind of go from there. But, yeah, I think... I'm pretty happy with where we're at right now. We are starting to squirrel up. We're starting to save. Right now, where are we? We're at the lowest pay point, 1,300. So if I were to take all the seeds in here, which is 70,000, I think. 70,000 liters of seed, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 76,700. We could, make a pretty penny. We could inch our way out of debt. Let me think. Probably just shy of 100,000, give or take. So I think we'll wait until that price bumps up here over the next couple of months towards the winter and kind of go from there. But like I said, all in all, I had an absolute blast. I hope everybody enjoyed themselves here tonight. Groot says, good stream, good night. You as well, Groot. Yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed themselves. If you did, please show me by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things the algorithms enjoy you doing that shows you engage with this channel, enjoying the content. And that being said, I hope everybody has a fantastic day, evening, night, wherever you are in the world. Take care.